Press your buttons.
This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together. Stop hitting me, bro. Yep. Sup with y'all? Why are you talking?
I was singing this.
Sup with y'all? How's everybody? Happy Monday. Happy hour and all that flyness, man. Hopefully everything's good. If not, it'll get better, man. It'll get better. It is Monday, so we are live on Sippin' with Sammy on Monday. I do have Kay in the situation with me as usual.
Hey.
What's happening with you?
You know, living the dream.
Light skin shoulders out. I see you. I see you. Oh, man, she did a shimmy. And we got a usual suspect, C Cash, in the situation with us.
Yeah, you already know. Hey,
Hey,
Sammy, listen.
Huh?
You want to do some crazy shit, though? Like, you know we could, like, fight on live and, like, get the jaw jumping like Gillian Wallow did. But they blacked theirs out.
I'm like Cameron with Jim asking the fake beef. If you want to roll, just roll.
No, we ain't going to do that.
We said, I figured that mean you just went out. Like, no, we ain't
You
going
outnumber
out.
me.
Oh, shit.
You got Kay in here. You got Twiggy in this motherfucker. I know you got another bitch in here.
I was about to say, way before I get to them, I'm good. They are the last line of defense. But, how was your weekend?
Oh, man, my weekend was dope.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day, Cash.
Thank you, Kay. I appreciate it. Yeah, Father's Day was dope, man. Shout out to fucking the kids first and foremost. You know what I mean? Baby Sincere, my daughter Dakota. Yeah, I was, you know how you be like fucking like trying to figure out, but yeah, shout out to my children. You know they
Right.
They're very special to me. They made me a very much of a better man than what I used to be in life, and I just kicked it. I hung out.
Did your kids get you anything for Father's Day?
Yeah, they got me cards and they got me some seat covers. They got me a new charger. I got a brush and comb set.
Okay. The kids did good.
Yeah. What else I got from the kids? What else? I got like this little mason jar thing, and it say good vibes on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like keep stuff airtight. You know, certain things that you keep in the house or whatever. But yeah, I got some.
Good job,
stuff.
kids.
No, but shout out to wifey though. Wifey took me to a nice dinner. Went to this cool little spot downtown. I forget the name of it though. It's crazy. Cool little spot downtown. They had some good lamb chops. And she's sending me out of town like next week. So shout out to wifey for Father's Day. And shout out to my uncle. He came through.
My guy.
Had a little lituation at the crib. You know what I mean?
My guy, happy
For the
Father's Day.
festivities over the weekend. You know, June 15th. You know, we had a big sports event. I figure we talk about later. You know what I mean? I don't want to spoil the topic type shit.
Okay.
Oh, you want to go to me next? Well, I spent my weekend catching up on Bridgerton because the second half of the third season came out, so that was exciting. Other than that,
Bridgerton.
yo, we need to keep the white viewers engaged somehow, okay?
Yo, she right at you. Facts. Let her do her thing, bro.
Anyway,
Fucking up our crossover.
so I watched Bridgerton, and then I watched the Olympic swim trials, for the white viewers. And I watched a world record get broken during that, so that was exciting.
Yeah, the girl that looked like the man.
No, it wasn't her. It was somebody else. It was
wow.
not Katie Ledecky. It was somebody else who broke a world record.
Yo,
but-
Ledecky looked like she dunk on a nigga like.
But yeah, that was my weekend, and then some family time, and
You.
that was about it. What
Soulja
about you,
Boy.
Sam?
My weekend was strange. Cause my weekend kind of was dictated by what was that? My Thursday.
Yeah.
So at work Thursday, I got a phone call. I got a text to call my mom, which is always like,
Not a
why
good
is
thing.
somebody else texting me to call you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I call her, and she basically starts out apologizing for interrupting me at work, which is like, cut it out. I called you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it was like she informed me that my uncle Randy was found dead
Shit.
that morning.
Damn.
So I immediately got my stuff and got out of work. Like, I go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it ain't nothing for me to be like, I gotta go. Yeah, so I basically just walked straight to the office and told them like I got rolled. They was cool with it. Shout out to my one coworker, I won't name her, but she knows some of my family, so she I told her what happened, so she said she'll just handle everything, like don't even worry about it. Go now type shit. So I did that, and that kind of dictated how the rest of the weekend was gonna go at that point. So I spent a lot of time with the family, and Sunday we cooked out for the old man, and I manned the grill, held it down. Grandma 97, she was out there with us. My sister was out there. She bought the lobster tails to throw on the grill, so that was always great.
You burned the pork chops, bro?
Keep it burn nothing. I ain't even make no pork chops actually.
Pork chops on the grill, probably.
We had chicken, steak,
You've
lobster
never had
tail.
pork chops on the grill?
No.
I made that for dinner last Thursday.
About to say that's popping, but yeah, we had a nice little smorgasbord, and in between on Saturday, I went out to Jersey for a Juneteenth event with Del P, Philly legend Del P, Roxanne Shante, DJ Hollywood, Busy B. I mean legends.
Legends.
Oh, you went to a old head concert.
Yeah, like
a old head legend concert.
Yeah,
that's
like
fire.
Like what was the song? It wasn't Somebody's Watching Me, but it was one of them old songs that I grew up hearing. Yeah. And I looked up like, that's the nigga that sing that? Like, it was crazy. Like, bro, and mind you, we in the green room. Well, you know, it's outside, but you know, it's the green room section backstage. Yeah. So we sitting by all these OGs, but you ain't seen them in 30 years, so I don't know who's who till they song come on. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, Del was really, him and one other guy was probably the youngest, like, by far, that performed. Like, it's kind of like they, bringing them in like to pass the torch to them type of thing. Like they respect Del and them so much that they let them get to be a part of it. Right. Cause it was fly. Right. They had 40 and over double Dutch team. A bunch of older women. I think the oldest one in their group is 70 plus.
Damn. Cause I was about to say like, is it a conflict of interest to have a concert with fan base that is at least 45?
Well, you got to see where like. I don't know what organization or what situation booked it, but in that part of Jersey, we was in Union, New Jersey.
Okay, I heard of that.
It definitely might not be wise to have a younger rappers there. Right. And I believe DJ Hollywood, if I'm not mistaken, that's his neighborhood. Oh, okay. So I think he put the call in, and I think that's what was dope about it, because like even Busy B was saying he'd been in Vegas for the last 6 years, right? But I'm watching all of them talk and congregate, and you know they comrades, but it's like. They still getting each other checks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Facts. They still getting each other little checks.
When you're talking about a concert that has to have some level of standing room, right?
Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a field, and it's like it's fenced in. All that to say, you can bring chairs.
Oh, all right, okay.
It wasn't
you
like
build your own comfortability. Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
okay,
you could figure out how you gotta.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I took my uncle to a Redman Method Man concert at the Electric Factory when it was still Electric Factory. Rest in peace, Lil Bro. Lil Bro was there, and we was standing there for like 4 hours. And my uncle, he liked to wear boots all the time and shit. So he had some butters and shit. And I was like, the summertime, it was like, he like, yo, my feet tired as shit. Like,
you too old for that shit. That's your fault.
I'm about to buy him some sneaks right now. I got a birthday gift and a Father's Day gift to give them and shit.
Speaking of sneaks, while I was at my mom's crib last week, right, some funny shit too. My dad asked me how do I clean my sneaks, right? So I'm like, it depends what material, you know, all the usual stuff you gotta explain. And he like, well, can I just throw them in the washing machine? I'm like, some of them, yeah, because you know that's old school. But there are some sneakers that the materials they making them out of and all of that, you can do that. The sole ain't gonna get, you know what I mean? Right. But I went in the basement to get the fridge for the patio. So I'm in the basement, I'm grabbing the fridge, and I walk past the utility sink, and it's full of all his white sneakers. Canvas, leather, mesh. Like, it's like 5-6 pair of white sneakers. So I start separating them. Throw these in the washer, use the wipes on these. use this detergent on your laces. Like, I'm just like breaking it down to
give him a science.
Yeah, but it was funny because you 77 years old, you asked me how to clean your sneaks now?
I mean, you can learn something from anybody. You can learn you never stop learning. You can learn from anything, anyone.
Yep.
But it was funny because he definitely had him in the tub waiting for him to do something to him. He just wanted to make sure he was right.
Yeah.
Shout out My Angeles for the follow on TikTok.
Appreciate that.
So, for those of you who might be new to the channel, we are live currently on TikTok as well as YouTube. We go live every Monday at 7 p.m.
Did you share it?
as well as drop podcast episodes on YouTube every Thursday at 4 and tons of content in between. So please go follow us, like, comment, subscribe. And if you comment, we do read it out loud the whole time. So please comment, let us know you're here.
If it's done respectfully.
Yes.
Yeah. Last week it's crazy. We was reading the comments and like the only person that was it wasn't the time. I don't think it was last week. It was one time, I think, when I was on my way here. But the only person that peeped the shit in the comment was you. Mm-hmm. And Kay read it out, and I was like, wait, what? I was on the wait, what type joint, like, wait, hold on. It was Diddy, and they said something about a party in Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you, like, super brushed over it. Like, shout out to you for that. That was real, like, professional. Like, because I ain't even catch the whole joke. Like, it was like, they trolling. Like,
but it's a balance to it. Like, you acknowledge it for the comedic fact. Right. But if you over acknowledge it, it makes it more enticing to do it.
Right. Yeah.
And that's whether you they catch you slipping or if you got to go on a rant and a tirade and well, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, all of that is what they're looking for. So you try to find a balance, and might depend on how many drinks I had, but whatever.
All right. Well, I guess that covers the weekend, right? Everybody's weekend was covered?
Yeah, we good on the weekend so far. Rest in peace, Uncle Randy. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And I appreciate everybody that's reached out that knew what was going on. We really ain't telling nobody. I ain't even we ain't put it on social media, none of that. So.
Yeah. Well, should we start with basketball?
I'll start with basketball since Cash is making that move real quick.
All right, let's do it.
Cash to the bathroom.
Okay, so if you have not been following along, the NBA Finals have been going on. Currently, the Celtics are up 3-1 in the series, and it's against Dallas. So since the last time that we've talked, obviously Dallas did win a game. Which means that they did not get shut out for the NBA Finals.
Yeah, they put the brooms away, baby.
They put the brooms away. But other than that, I mean, how are you? Are you still watching? I guess is the first question.
You asking me?
Yes.
Yeah, they play tonight.
Okay.
I'll be a little late because we're going to be on here, but I'm watching tonight. I want to see. I mean...
And what are your predictions?
3-1 makes it seem very lopsided.
Yeah.
And in all actuality, the most lopsided game was the last one that Dallas won. So the games are always competitive. We talking about skill and talent level on both teams that is really enjoyable and exciting to watch. So I'm still tapped in, tuned in. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Holiday and Luka and Kyrie. It's too many names of people that I respect for me not to keep watching. And, I mean, if it's a foregone conclusion that the Celtics are going to win, why not watch them win it and get their celebration and all of that? I'm here for all of it. I'm watching as much basketball as I can. It's almost over. You have me watching the Big Three soon or something, man. As far as winning, yeah, I think Boston got it. I don't see Boston, and we've said this on here multiple times. And I've heard a lot of people in public say it, so I don't know if the big guys are saying it too and is trickling down. But Boston always finds a way to give up one when it counts. Mm-hmm. And they gave they one up. Sometimes they give up two, but I don't got them blowing this situation. Any other series they lost in the finals or in the semifinals was not because they blew it. Right?
Right.
So I'm still tapped in. What you thinking?
I mean, I got to be honest with you. like I said last week, I'm not super interested or intrigued by this series. I think once Boston went up the first 3 games, it kind of set the stage for me, so to speak. And I kind of knew it was over from there. So,
Close the door. Yeah, so, I mean, I just realized the dog is out and y'all got the door open. It's not good for the neighborhood.
That's facts.
Like, that's crazy. We're not doing that. But, yeah, so I'm still tapped in. I'm watching tonight. I'm actually excited about the night because Dallas liable to catch another one tonight. Like, it might not be over tonight.
I mean, if Boston can't make adjustments to Dallas's adjustments, it's going to be an interesting series.
And with today's NBA, with so much of the offense depending on 3-pointers, a bad shooting night will just lose you a game completely. Like,
what's the series score?
3-1.
3-1.
3. Oh man, yeah, they out of here. Dallas gonna take that shit.
No, Dallas is down.
Oh, they down?
3-1 to Boston.
Oh shit.
This nigga been on Pluto.
Yo.
See, and this is why we do the basketball talk when Cash leaves.
Yeah, because he wasn't no help.
I would have been a help to the conversation. I just
he went
didn't
with his
know
prediction. He ain't go with no facts.
I ain't know all the information that y'all knew, but I would have been a help to the conversation.
He said, I knew Dallas was going to kill them niggas.
Wait till we talk about boxing, though. Fuck out of here.
I'm nice with it.
No, you're not.
They all said the same shit I said after I said it.
Oh, man.
Well,
nice.
It might be time to just segue right into the fight.
All right, we can get into the Tank fight real quick.
Yeah,
man.
that's cool. It wasn't just a Tank fight.
Let's do it.
It was a whole card, which had Tank, Frank Martin, David Benavidez.
I wanted to see that Benavidez fight.
I watched it. It was pretty
I
good.
didn't make the fight party. We're going to address the elephant in the room.
That ass dude.
I was dealing with family all day.
Nah,
it was a
I'm
long
fucking
day.
with
him.
He was in bed by 9:30, let me be clear.
He could have slept on my couch, though. We would have put a little cover on him. All that. You know what I mean?
It was in the middle of a party. I ain't that comfortable over there. But I did catch the Tank fight the next day though. But go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Introduce the topic, Cash.
Yeah, so we had Tank versus Frank Martin, the main event. Then we had David Benavidez versus this guy that has like a Yugoslavian name, so I don't really want to try to say it. But it was like a GYDVZO type thing. One of those.
I could probably say it.
Yeah, I don't know it though right away, so I don't want to clever his name. Then on the card before the Benavidez fight, they had Gary Antoine Russell versus some guy named Puela. It was like a Spanish or Dominican name.
Mm-hmm.
He that was a good rumble too, and it was like 2 like Caribbean African type guys that fought the first fight, and that fight went to 12 rounds.
Well,
but that was the whole card.
Let's start with Benavidez and go to Tank because the rest of that is cool.
Nah, the Benavidez fight to me it seemed like well, first and foremost, Benavidez was moving up to light heavyweight. This is his debut light heavyweight fight. So
I do remember that being mentioned before.
He looked a lot more agile than his opponent. He was
even with the move up.
Yeah, he was dancing a lot, boxing with his hands down, head movement.
He's an exciting fighter to watch though.
He was throwing a lot of flurries, combos, but by like the 6th, maybe not even gonna say the 6th. I'm gonna say like maybe it's 12 rounds. So by the like 7th round, he starts slowing down, and you know his opponent started working on him a little more, but he wasn't really trying. It wasn't seem like he tried to knock him out. It was just like he was fighting back a little bit, but he won the fight based on being active. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you score points, you win fights sometimes.
But it ain't seem like he hurt that guy at all. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
He looked real clean. And to be honest, he was a little red.
Similar to the next fight.
Yeah, he was.
Benavidez is dope.
No, he is.
He's dope.
And Tank said that he'll fight again on the same card as him, even as his co-main. So that says a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. That's ultimate respect.
For sure.
Honestly, what's that comment real quick?
That was me.
Okay, all right, cool. Making sure we good. So I missed the Benavidez fight. Hopefully, see what happens with YouTube. They always get the main. They'll never you find 8 different versions of the main event, and you can't find one of the other 2 good fights that you want to see, and it be good fights on the undercard.
Yeah.
Like I'm never somebody that It's like I'm just here for the main. Like you always get a shocker on the undercard. That's like, no, they was rumbling, bro.
No,
that might have been better than the main.
But no, shout out to Gary Antoine Russell. If you don't know who that is, that's the DC boys, the brothers that was Meek was about to fight at Tank. Yeah, he was rumbling. I think he kind of got
talking out in the crowd when they got into it. Yeah, I remember that.
The younger one is doing who for it.
Okay,
and his brother was in the corner with him too.
That's dope.
But yeah, he had a good rumble. But he it seemed like he was less clean than the other guy. He was a little more wild. But he had a good fight. He ended up losing by decision.
Fighting is a
and he lost his KO record too. He was 17-0. All KOs.
He was on a Tank mission.
Yeah,
Dang.
he was on some shit.
Cause Tank 28, 30. Tank 30-0, 28 knockouts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, the Tank fight, man. I was there. I wasn't there. I was glued to my TV. It was exciting from top to bottom. Like
same night, same fight.
Yeah, he Tank came out, and like people say, he was kind of stalking him. Like he was putting himself in position to be defensive, but to see what Frank was going to do.
He said he was trying to burn him out.
Yeah, he. But in the same breath, he didn't know. Like Tank is going to see his opportunities. Like you know what I mean. So he'll give away rounds to do that. Like
yeah, he always has.
He starts slow. So Frank was coming out throwing like little left, right, lefts, jab flurries. I mean stuff like that.
From the 3rd to the 6th, Frank was winning.
He was winning from like the
Second.
first. No, like from like the first to like the 5th round. I'm gonna say.
It was the 6th because the
could have been the 6th.
The 6th. I mean, it was the 5th. The 5th is when. No, it was the 6th because after the 6th, that's when his trainer told him, we need all these rounds.
Yeah. Okay.
And he came out in the 7th looking different.
Okay.
And then the 8th he finished the job.
Yeah.
So it was the 6th that.
Oh, you saying they told Tank that?
Yeah, they told Tank. They told Tank, yo, we need all of these rounds.
Yeah.
We need all these rounds.
Yeah, because if you look at it, was like a complete change.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was
he
a
came
complete
out like
change.
this because what happens is, all right, now you need to score enough points or win enough rounds, so to speak, so that you could pull off a win
on the numbers.
If you got a mean knockout punch, Tank mine is I just gotta win this fight now. I don't have to win the rounds. I need to knock him out.
Yeah, but in the same breath, Tank still boxed. Like
no, he did.
While he was stalking him, he wasn't leaving himself subjectable to anything goofy. So I feel like
he tried to do both of them. Too much.
Frank
was protecting himself too much. He was flinching and shit.
It was too much. It was to the point where he could time it, and that's what he did. Like he was, you could tell he was afraid of the power, and he was getting tired at the same time because you've been running a little bit, and jabbing and doing a lot of moving, and all that turning shit he do,
and you don't expect to be in the lead at this point.
Yeah.
Like let's be realistic.
It's a lot. Yeah.
He expected a different rumble at that point.
Was nervous.
Tank ain't tired.
Yeah.
Tank year and a half off, been locked up, all that. He moving.
Yeah.
He actually looked in great shape.
He did.
He looked great. He looked
strong.
Slim.
He looked
Slim and Diesel.
Yeah, yep.
I was like,
it's
okay.
Like, he got one of them frames don't match the legs type shit.
Yeah. And like on some real shit, how you get all this power? I don't see that much chest.
Nah, he don't.
You know what I mean? It's just like boom.
But it's not even the thing about Tank is too. They say like his power is crazy. I think he is hitting. If he's a lightweight, he probably could punch like a middleweight. But he not punching like no heavyweight.
No.
He's fast enough, and his timing is that.
But you're punching
the accuracy.
You punching lightweight. The same problem that people have moving up.
You only need 7 pounds of pressure to this.
Yep. For anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody in your temple.
He got the guy in the corner. I seen he got the guy in the corner. He tried to work a little bit. He was blocking. He stepped back and then he blocked. He set up his block like he was gonna go to the body. When he did that, Frank kind of garnished his body, and that's when he like just threw a throwaway right. It wasn't even really I'm trying to hit you right. It was just I'm gonna put it out there. When he put it out there, he tried to block that. He threw an uppercut for real. That junk did this. When his chin did this, if you slow it, watch the replay and slow it down, you could see Frank Martin's eyes looking at him like, yo, like he about to catch me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just looking at. All you can do is look at that point because his body is doing something different.
It's the ones you don't see.
And then he line him up with that left.
They say it's the ones you don't see, but it don't mean that you don't see it the whole time.
I lost my shit when I seen his hit. When I seen that boy Frank head hit the back of the canvas, like, boom. I jumped all out my seat, lost my shit.
I was sitting there like in amazement, like, oh shit, that just happened again. But then the nigga flipped off the rope. I'm like, this nigga's a superhero.
Yeah.
Like,
I knew he was gonna do that flip again though.
No, because he
did that shit in the press conference.
But this is what I'm telling you.
After the weigh-in.
Like, after losing the whole fight, face looking like that and all of that, because he took the worst of the beating from a physical viewpoint.
But just this what people gotta understand, right? Getting jabbed is a part of boxing.
Yeah.
So if you
he
got
light skin.
Yeah, he light skin,
Sensitive skin.
Yeah, like it's not
that
hurting
That
you.
eye was purple.
Yeah, I mean, but it's right here. Your cheek and your eye is kind of connected.
Your eye is not in danger
right
at that point.
Yeah,
Right.
like, but I think that wasn't nothing to him. Like, you know what I mean?
He talked like it wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
He said it.
Yeah.
He was talking after the fight.
And he'll tell you, like, and you'll see it in Tank too, like, if he's not trying to get hit, like, when them bulls be throwing, like, when he was fighting Ryan Garcia, and he was hooking all over top of his head and all that, he wasn't getting caught with that. Or even with Rolly. He got out of there. It was times where Rolly was throwing some goofy wild shit, and he was getting away from him. But, dude, he kind of walked through dude. Like, he kind of walked down on him.
I mean, I feel like he never had this straight from his gameplay. I feel like he never lost confidence in what he was capable of doing. And I think that sometimes we've seen fighters do that, and then when we go to the cards, it don't work out in their favor sometimes. Like, boxing is fucked up when it comes to score.
Yeah, that should get political, too.
Yeah, so, like, I think putting him down, and mind you, opportunity. That's the whole thing. Yeah. He found it. He capitalized off it. And he still looks like the guy that we thought he was, even amongst, because I'm keeping it real. Roxanne Shante said she was going for Frank because of the time off that Tank had and a couple other, but she started running it down, bro. She know boxing. She started talking that word, even though she picked the wrong person. It was based off of a vast knowledge of what usually happens in fighting.
Nah, I didn't know going into the fight. I didn't know who was going to win. I was rooting for Tank because
I never think Tank gonna lose.
Yeah, first and foremost, I fuck with Tank because of his nickname. Like, his nickname is my pop nickname. So that's how I found out about Tank initially. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when I got me having family ties to Baltimore, it just made me adapt to it. Like, oh, I fuck with God.
And
like,
that's the
just
thing.
Because of that.
I be and be more. Like, I know it. Like, he be at the parties we be at.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the first time we was in a lounge, right? So it's mad sections. Like, not much dancing space, just mad sections. There's a whole lot of standing around and stare at each other energy. Everybody got bottles, right?
Yeah, but Baltimore niggas dance too.
Yeah, but this is a lounge. This ain't,
Okay.
you know, they they specify
space.
it on purpose. And mind you, I think something happened there this night. But anyway, they like, yo, Tank in here. Like, it's super regular for them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, where he at? And they point to the section. He's so small. You gotta look.
The section small.
He's small too, though.
Yeah.
So you gotta look for the jewelry because he with all these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, that is a G.
Yeah.
Like,
the GCT John.
But that was the first time.
Broski like 5'4", 5'5".
Yeah.
You know shit.
But he's like on a regular basis. Shout out to Dukes and everybody out there that promote. They have some of the thoroughest, safest events you can have. So he be in the building.
Yeah.
You know he like to be in the mix, but he ain't going out in the mix.
Bro, you know what you call it? It was
So
an
I always
after hour
all that to say that's why I always bet on him because I got a personal thing.
Yeah.
Because he support my people.
No, for sure. We gotta do that. I was just gonna say real quick, it's an after hour in West that I used to go to.
West Baltimore?
No, Southwest.
Okay.
I mean, not Southwest, West Philly.
Philly. Okay.
And they had Floyd in that motherfucker one night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up 65th Street.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck? I see this shit on Instagram. I was like, they had Floyd in there.
Yep.
Like, yo.
I'm trying to remember who was there that night because I know for a fact
the
he
John
was
with
there.
the blue owner on top.
Yeah, but who was there that
I don't
knew?
know. Oh, yeah, that you knew. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody was in the
but
section.
I seen the Instagram footage, like, they had Floyd in West Philly. Like, that's
no,
wild.
but that's the twist. Like, if you, man.
If you, whoever you say you is.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of value in being thorough.
Yep.
A lot of value in being thorough. And thorough in a way that the general public don't even understand.
Yeah, exactly.
It has nothing to do. A lot of these dudes you will walk past that have the plugs.
Yeah, yep.
You wouldn't even acknowledge him, man. He get you whatever you need.
And they regular niggas.
Yep, they don't even want attention.
Yep.
That's why they get the trust they get.
Yep.
Because they not going to steal nothing, no spotlight, at least.
Right.
No, but anything, Kate? Anything about the fight? Because you seen it.
I did see it. No, I think you guys covered it.
Oh, yeah, but I was just going to say, who's next? Like, who the fuck, who really going to put this bull down or beat him?
See, he said he opened to everybody after the fight. And he said that strategically because, you know, they keep talking about Shakur Stevens. And they keep talking about Bud. And
Bud.
Not Bud. That's Terrence Crawford. Who was it? It's another nickname they was talking about. Damn, I forgot who it was. Anyway, it's
Lomachenko? He's not a nickname, though.
It's not. No, Lomo would be the nickname.
Loma?
It's not Lomachenko. No, but yeah. So it's a couple fights.
Teofimo Lopez?
No.
Maybe him?
That's
These
not
are
who they've
all
been
lightweights.
discussing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you discussing nice lightweights. I'm talking about who they've been trying to match him up with, figuratively.
I've just been hearing Shakur.
I know it was Shakur.
And then today I seen some other guy that's supposed to be in a rank. See, his name start with a Z, like a Zelderman or something like
It
that.
might be something like that. But whatever it is, he's sick of answering the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he don't want to talk about them.
Yeah, like, why you keep acting like I need them?
What you think the fight gonna look like between him and Shakur? You ever seen Shakur like that?
I don't know if any. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Shakur.
Yeah.
I'm here, but I don't think. I think most people don't have Shakur winning. I think people think he deserves a shot.
Yeah, he deserves a shot, but it's like I don't think people want to see that fight because
They don't think he gonna win.
Like, look, you gotta look at it like his strategy has to be super technical to beat this bull on points. I don't think that no one believes that Shakur Stevenson is gonna walk in a ring with Tank and knock him out.
What's my man name from Puerto Rican boy from Philly? Boxing.
Danny Garcia?
Danny Garcia, right? When Danny went up against niggas that we felt like he was inferior to, he had a game plan and a strategy, and he worked in his favor. He was smart, right? And you would rarely, if ever, see Danny get embarrassed, right? I feel like Shakur has to be that same kind of fighter against a Tank. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Where everything is the same when you think about it.
Yeah.
If you look at some of Danny fights where it's like, I mean, he deserved it, but damn.
Right.
So when it gets to that point, you have to be a professional. You got to stay locked in to what you going to do.
Yeah.
And you got to eat a lot of bullshit. Because your game plan, what do you say? Everybody got a plan until they get punched in their mouth? That's a real thing.
Yeah.
But when Tyson hits you in your mouth, it might be the last hit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get another round or two to figure some shit out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Then you adjust.
Yeah.
So I think if he takes the Ryan Garcia approach, then he could do what you said, where it's like you have to score on a certain level to even try to match points.
Yeah. But
I think it's possible, but I think it takes a lot of
I
discipline.
don't think nobody in that weight class. Maybe if he go up to 140.
I think it takes a lot of discipline. But see, the thing is, the leverage is in Tank's favor, so he would decide to wait.
I don't see nobody like.
You think
I don't see nobody that's not drastically taller than him beat him.
But see, to be taller than him at that weight class makes you fucking frail. You snooping baby boy.
I mean, but at the same time, he uses his height as an advantage as well. But it has to be somebody that knows how to box with the height.
Well, Tank punches up like Mike Tyson punch out.
And he go real low that you can't get him either.
But he looked like a nigga that grew up being the shortest nigga fighting every day.
Yeah.
Like, that's how he carried. So, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But he kind of know how to handle them tall.
No, he ain't never fight nobody like over 5. Yeah, professionally that was over 5'6", 5'7". He
It's
only
hard
like
to find
5'4",
them, bro.
5'5".
These dudes weigh 135. When the last time how old was you when you weighed 135?
Shit, like teenager.
And I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
How tall were you?
Probably like 5'6".
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can't even grow beyond 5'8" and still be 140.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, it don't even work. Like, I'm
just saying, if
I
you're
was
talking about
160
boxing
for a long
statistics, you know,
there
height
are
is the
tall
best thing to
lightweights.
have. Height and speed
There are tall
is the
light
best
and
thing to
middleweights.
have in
Yeah.
boxing.
Yeah,
So,
because it's reach and it's
right,
speed.
yeah. So, it has to be someone that has to possess the ability to keep him away.
Is there another Tank out there though? Is it a young boy that is?
They
on
do got some boy on Floyd promotions that's like,
I seen him.
He was
But is he
punching bull
legit?
crazy. I don't know.
Because he looked crazy in the video.
I mean, anybody could tee off on somebody, you know, get the best of somebody and start teeing off on them.
and
But
a highlight reel is a highlight reel.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
I think all in
you
all,
can show me you dunking on everybody. But
Yeah,
you average 4 points.
How you get there? Yeah.
You average 4 points, bro.
All in all, I think Tank is just at a level where he's shown a lot. He's shown that he could knock you out. He's shown he could box with you. He's showing
He
that
can go through stuff, take time off, come
Yeah.
back. That all that matters too.
boy went to jail,
Yeah.
all that. Yeah, and he about to have another seed. Like, so he ain't chilling. Like,
And that was announced the next day.
he's still humping and shit. Like, all
He's
crazy.
still well, man.
Like, you know what I mean? So
Just keep your hands on. Let your hands fly in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
no, for sure.
That's the problem. Don't be Adrian Broner.
No, but Shorty did say that she was lying though too.
Well, we know. We've seen a video of other. Anyway, off of that. That was a long time on that topic, but I appreciate you because that was good talk.
No, for sure.
That was good talk.
You ready to get into some WNBA?
We can do the W. That's you.
All right.
That's all K World, man. We here to support. Ad-libbing.
I seen something on Skylar Diggins the other day, like something on the internet.
She got clipped the other
Instagram.
day.
She got hit.
Like, yeah, foul hard as shit.
Oh man.
All right.
Skylar Diggins Brown now, I think she married.
No, that's the same. It's
Right.
like
Remember, she was the one. Remember everybody
no,
thought
the
that
one.
was Hove Lord?
The one for me is Tia Cooper. I think she's the baddest one. She bad as shit. I'm sorry, babe. I'm just saying she a basketball player. She a bad basketball player. That's all. I ain't say I would do nothing or nothing. I just said she was bad.
Yo, you been drinking? Like, you alright?
I only had like one little.
Well, stop
shot.
apologizing, nigga.
All right. You guys ready for this topic?
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching him go through his act. Ray J
Great.
next to me, like.
Don't compare me to Ray J. Ray J is off the wall. Please.
But he do the same thing in interviews. Like, I love you, princess. Princess. That's what he do.
Oh no, I ain't say her name. I just said babe.
All right, so over the weekend, the Indiana Fever took on the Chicago Sky again. And, Caitlin Clark is on Indiana, and Angel Reese is over on Chicago Sky. So this was a great little rematch. And during the game, there was a foul from Angel Reese on Caitlin Clark where she inadvertently hit Caitlin Clark in the head while she was going up for a layup.
Damn.
And now the foul was called. It was called a flagrant. One. And so the ruling there is that it's not intentional. It's just excessive. I was watching the game. Sam was watching the game with me. We didn't really think anything of it when the foul happened itself. However, it's something that a lot of media outlets have now picked up. Maybe there was some social media chatter online, but people were calling out Angel Reese over this dirty in quotations,
right.
Foul on Caitlin Clark during this rematch because of all of this built-up narrative between the two players. I personally wanted to make this a topic today, not because of the foul itself, because I thought the foul was actually pretty regular. But what I wanted to bring up is over the last 3 weeks, when we talk about the WNBA, all of our stories have been regarding foul calls.
Yeah, like learn how to cover the WNBA, yo.
And that's kind of my point, is not every foul call needs to be a story. I think what we witnessed here in this exact moment was two women playing basketball, being competitive, holding each other accountable, and playing good basketball. There was nothing excessive about the foul in the sense of animosity or anything of that nature. It was a normal flagrant foul. One.
And I think that, like, see, you start getting lay people talking about sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
People that they never played it. Sometimes
I'm about to get into that. Go ahead.
When you take advantage, or when you're in a position when you know, oh shit, I'm susceptible to a foul being called, you make sure it's a goodie.
Yeah.
And it's not with evil intent.
No.
It's like, no, I'm gonna make sure you don't score now
Exactly.
because they about to call it.
Yeah, they gonna call it.
Like, I don't want to
my money's worth.
one, right?
Yeah.
Like, I only get 5, 6 depending on the league.
And you have to be judicious with your fouls. So
yeah. So if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing, and the biggest story, they wanted women to play basketball in skirts and all of that. Like, they want y'all to be dainty, but at the end of the day, if you go into the hole,
basketball is not dainty.
And if you go into a hole as a guard, and I'm a wing or a big, my rule is to make sure you don't think it's cool to just keep coming down here like that. That's basketball. That's how the Sixers got to the finals.
Sad part about that is, right, a misogynist that say that's why women shouldn't play basketball.
And
because you can't put women in the sport and then be like, oh, they shouldn't follow each other. Like, the shit happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
My problem isn't with the defense. My problem's with the offense. A lot of the times I've been seeing lately, they get fouled and act like they got fouled before they worry about finishing the shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you made it to the pros. Finish the play before you, like, you don't have to
show
do
the hunger.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Until after you do the and one, bitch.
Yeah.
Then you do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
and that's on both sides.
Dramatization before the actual game. Like,
that's my thing. The fouls are not excessive. We seen a couple things that was like, all right, that was extra. But that was actually one or two plays out of the 10 that they called into question.
I think,
Yep.
like you said,
And I don't like it.
whole sport of basketball globally, NBA, WNBA, has
Euro.
been, all of it has been more softened to make the global reach.
Yeah. Because most countries aren't as violent as Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And even on an international level, there are different rules or different ways to enforce rules or different ways to view the enforcement of the rules, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of the times in certain markets, we came across as the American bullies.
But
And that was a turn
yeah,
off for a
on the
lot
market,
of people that
the
wanted
marketing,
to enjoy sport
yeah.
because they're like, look at these guys.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, damn, y'all got football and shit like that where you could get flipped and all kinds of shit can happen.
Yeah,
So-
and they rumble all the way to the arena and all the way home.
Yeah, in certain countries you can get your hand cut off and some shit like that. Like, I don't,
We seen soccer arenas on fire, literally, during the game.
that's crazy.
Literally.
That's some cartel work right there.
I be seeing the videos, yo, but the crazy thing about it, and it's like everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's lit. I want to go. I want to be there.
That's like two crackheads in a crib and one of them go up and fucking and check out right there. Niggas definitely hitting your pipe.
Hit
After
that pipe. That's that shit. But shout out to Del P because I just thought I just want to be there. My AZ song, and he was saying he recently did a situation with AZ, did a show with AZ.
That's fire.
First of all, he said AZ showed him love. Like he walked in the building, seen him, was like, "What's up? You ready?" Which is love. 'Cause, you know me.
Yeah.
But then he said he thought of me because he's like, I just want to be there. He knew that's one of my favorite songs. He was like, he wish I was there with him to meet AZ. But we gonna make that happen eventually.
Yeah, if
just
y'all,
the thought is dope. Like,
to
you
the
remember
viewers,
that?
right? If y'all don't know who AZ is,
Oh man, the
that's
visualizer.
that's the OG that was in Belly that was standing in
Walked
front of the
away
barber
with the
shop
baby.
with the baby. Like he seen Nas, he was like, "Yo, I'm about to blow, done,"
Mm-hmm.
and walked off.
But more
Cause he see them
importantly,
niggas clutching.
more importantly, he made a song. He made he hopped on Nas' first album and snapped out on Life's a Bitch. First of all, that was our introduction. Most of our introduction to AZ. Then he dropped Sugar Hill, which went crazy. It was a radio smash.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped a few more records, but my favorite and albums I love from him. He got mad albums.
Then they have an album called The Firm with him on there.
Yeah, he was on The Firm.
Mhm.
He has Asiatic. He has 9 Lives. He got a bunch of albums. He got
I always
Mad
dug his name too.
AZ.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he kind of caught flack off his name.
I know because Jay-Z.
No, not Jay-Z.
Right. No?
AZ is from Harlem.
Oh, okay.
He's from Brooklyn.
Oh, right.
And his first single was Sugar Hill, which was Harlem.
Right, yeah.
So it was a lot.
I'm just saying the similarities in
No.
both of them being.
But you talking about a smooth nigga, a nigga that always got money and had a unique flow
Mhm.
and a sense of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Always AZ.
Mm-hmm.
Always. You know what I mean? But the first thing we ever heard from this black man was visualizing the realism of life and actuality. Fuck who's the baddest. A person's status depends on salary. And my mentality is money orientated. I'm destined to live the dream for all my peeps who never made it. Cause yeah, we was beginners in the hood as 5%ers, but something must have got in us. Cause all of us turned to sinners now. Some resting in peace, or some are sitting in San Quentin. Others such as myself are trying to carry on tradition, keeping this effervescent street ghetto essence inside us. Cause it provides us with the type of insight to guide us. Even though we know somehow we all gotta go, but as long as we leaving thieving, we be leaving with some kind of dough. So until that day we expire and turn to vapors, me and my capers will be somewhere stacking plenty papers, keeping it real, packing, still getting high. Cause life's a bitch and then you die. Like, bro, that first 4 bars
All that
is
shit
like
is crazy.
sign him.
Yeah.
Visualizing the realism of life and actuality. Fuck who's the baddest. The person's status depends on salary. What's
Yeah.
that, 2?
Yeah, yeah.
We can stop right there. Can we have a round table meeting about what he just said? Let's have a forum. Let's make
Fire.
a conference around them 2 lines.
Yeah, fire on the intellectuals for
On
sure.
a song with Nas, he blew him out the water a
Yeah.
little bit. It was like, yo, he's nice, but
I
who
used to
is
think
this
they
guy?
was like friends or something like that.
In a lot of ways, they were. AZ went through a lot of label issues.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I say he always was a get money nigga, because as much as he was stagnated and as much as he might not have been able to maximize potential in certain situations, he always came through comfortable, fly, and
Right.
confident.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You've
yeah.
never seen him have a bad day.
Yeah, yeah. He ain't never come through not feeling like himself type shit.
Yeah, yeah. But
All right, y'all went
Legend.
all the way left.
that's my guy, man. You heard Del P said he wanted to make me mean.
All right.
Once again, shout out to Del for doing good work too, man.
And now, getting back to the WNBA,
Shout out Rhythm HB. I'll tell y'all why soon.
I also wanted to bring up the fact that Although there's been a lot of talk of Caitlin Clark and how she might be not living up to what people expected of her in her role with the Fever. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is making records in the WNBA.
Thank you.
So, Angel Reese just had her 5th double-double straight. And becomes only the 4th rookie in WNBA history to have ever done that. So please give Angel Reese a big round of applause for me.
For sure. What's she getting?
You try to direct my soundboard. I see what you did there.
Is it rebounds and points or what else? Or is it something else?
Rebounds and points.
Okay.
It's rebounds and points.
Because on 2K, I get my assists and points on my double-doubles.
Yeah, Angel Reese, and a lot of rebounds. Her offensive rebounds is off her own misses, but she's around the board.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Like she played 21 a lot.
Yeah, bro. And she still shoots a foul shot from the side of her head. You see that?
Yeah.
She about to pull her head.
She a woman, though.
She about to shoot over her shoulder.
Yeah, they shoot around their titties, kind of.
No, not every woman. Don't say that.
No, a lot of the time, and your
But some girls do, though.
Your form usually depends on how old and how strong you were when you started being good at shooting, because then you stick to it. But usually you weren't doing push-ups,
right?
So you could do this.
Yeah.
Like it's a difference.
Because it's an upper body strength thing.
Yep.
Mm.
And it starts with your legs, but you got to build everything.
Yeah, it's a formation.
Yep.
So did you want to say anything about Angel Reese and her record breaking? And
I want to say congratulations and salute to that young lady always. I think that to be in the shadow of something as large as the Caitlin Clark movement, and even though she's a part of it in a lot of ways, but like that Caitlin monster is just a bit different animal.
It's like drinking meat.
Yeah, I think she's really handled it with grace and handled it well. And I think the same way that Caitlin is doing things on her side that are growing the game and opening it up and making more young women feel like they can do it, Angel's doing the same thing on her side.
Yeah, like she's aligned with the stars and all that shit.
Yeah,
I seen her backstage at Herbo show.
When they was mad at her for going to the award show the day before her game, that was monumental for women's sports because she was in a gown the night before,
right,
looking like she fit,
right,
in the place as the star that she is,
right,
and then the next night got on the court and did what she did. We haven't seen a lot of that, and a lot of the times when we see it, it's not in a gown like that. It's in the suit. It's in something,
a pantsuit, yeah.
You know, it's something different, and not to knock that, but there's a lot of young ladies.
Not the culture. It's like the AI type of syndrome.
There's a stigma over women's sports and women's basketball. And I've always heard it from women, where they feel like if you work out too much, you're gonna look like a man. They feel like if you play sports, it's going to make you gay. So they need to see a woman that feels like a woman. Even with Caitlin Clark, they made it a point to let us know she had a boyfriend at one point.
Wow.
That was strategic.
Right.
This is like political moves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, we got to get this out there because the league is overwhelmingly LGBTQ. And when I say overwhelmingly, I don't mean personally. I mean like they're the majority. Yeah. So when you get two young ladies that are the faces that aren't that, it makes other young women and their mothers a little more comfortable that they can still have a debutante and a princess and the girl that they want to dress up and all that, and she can still lay somebody to fuck up on Saturday. And I think that is understated and needs to be talked about. So salute to Angel for doing the other side of the thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they're both doing very important, but they knocking out the boxes.
She's a ball player.
But
She's still a woman though.
And but they check off different boxes. All of these boxes are necessary. Fill the card up. It's bingo. You know what I mean? Right. So salute to them, man.
Shout out to Angel Reese too. She from Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Absolutely.
That's what's funny. Just hilarious said, "I'm from Baltimore. She ain't worried about that." You know what I mean? Time somebody said, "Man, that little bitch good, yo." That's a term of endearment. She's like, she good. That little bit right there, she good, yo. Ain't that how they talk? Yeah. That little bit. For real. You gotta say for real.
For real, yo.
She good for real, yo.
For real, yo.
All right.
For real, dummy.
So on Friday. On Friday, Charles Barkley said that he is not going to go anywhere but TNT, No matter what happens, nowhere but TNT. Next year is going to be his last year on television, and I just wanted to thank my NBA family.
I mean, that's cool.
Now, a lot of people took this to be a retirement announcement.
Exactly.
First and foremost, I want to ask you, do you guys think that this is a serious retirement announcement, or do you guys think that this is more a play to retain media rights over at TNT, or at least retain
so I can put this in the air
inside the NBA?
Only because I want to make sure that we look at it from this perspective.
Nah, do your thing, bro.
That was very specific. When you retire from broadcasting, not television.
Right.
So when he says I will no longer be doing TV, motherfuckers is canceling cable because we got apps now.
Yeah.
Because of streaming services and stuff.
Right.
So TV don't mean no more me.
Right.
And he already has his own platform. Sign. As a podcast with was it Rich Eisen? I think he got on it with him.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And that platform is pretty successful. He does a great job of going on other people's platforms, and he never stops talking about basketball. And he says all the time that they are the dumbest job in the world because they get paid to just watch basketball and talk about basketball.
Yeah, like Charles Barkley has been analyst for how long?
It might be 30.
How many years after
plus.
his NBA career? Like his life is way better than the rappers right now. Shit.
25 years. 25 years.
25 years to sit on TV in a suit and talk shit about niggas' game all day. Sometimes you know how many niggas do that for free in the hood? Just sit around and drink beers and talk shit all day? Like, I think that's dope. Like, but shout out to Barkley though. He's an NBA legend for sure. So whatever he's doing, whoever fucks with him, follows him, you know what I'm saying?
Now on the flip side to that, you got every right to retire if you want to, big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Get your job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
And I met him on City Line Avenue before at Ballackin. You know,
on City Ave?
He got a crib outside of Philly.
That's crazy.
He's always kept one.
So the NBA is set to release their broadcasting plans for the upcoming years in the next couple of weeks. Obviously,
Tell me what it is.
Contract negotiations have been going on for quite some months now. We've been following them and reporting as they go. But it is suspected that TNT is planned to lose the contract that they have for NBA broadcast.
Wow.
Which leaves the fate of inside the NBA completely up in the air and in question. So I just want to say, we've talked about it before. Inside the NBA is an amazing group of hosts and personalities and production, and it's going to be really sad to not have that be a part of the NBA watching experience.
Which also makes me think this is a play, because the last few times people have asked Barkley about what the future of the show was, he's spoken out in a certain kind of way, right? Where he's saying those idiots don't know what we're doing. Nobody knows what's going on. I don't like it because we got so many staff that is up in limbo, don't know what their future is. He said all of that. And then a month or so afterwards said television.
Yeah.
I think it's all strategic. It's probably the beginning stages of a rollout.
The internet is putting people out of work. If y'all ain't noticed that in the last 10 years.
See, they're changing the format.
Yeah, but it puts people out of work. DJs.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, right?
All that type of shit. Like,
if there used to be a store called James Way, and then there was a store called Cow Doors, and then there was a store called Walmart, right? Mm-hmm. If them stores go out of business and them next motherfuckers don't think that you're talent, it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
It's the nature of the beast.
But I mean, look how many things that changed since the internet like really kicked in with certain shit, like as far as technology, like applications and shit like that. You got taxi people out of a lot of taxi people out of business. But
the reason that the leagues are getting these big deals and the reason that these fighters are getting these big checks is because Amazon is now bidding on it. The streaming service is still like it's not the business isn't dying down.
Yeah. It's just going somewhere else.
It's moving.
Yeah.
So are you going to go over there? You going? Do they
like Tank got an Amazon Prime deal?
Shoot, we talking about Saudis paying for what, golf and fights now. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they trying
different.
to do a whole boxing league.
Yeah, it's different now.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, do they want you?
I'm
Because
ready
you
to get-
still fighting,
I'm
but
ready
do they
to-
want you?
I'm ready to get me an app,
What kind of app you mean?
like an application. I'm ready to do an application.
For?
I don't know. I gotta figure it all out.
It's expensive.
I know.
All right. Shout out to Chuck though. Like I said, man, whatever his decision is, you know, you got grandkids and all that. Like, do your thing, OG. Man.
Mhm.
You done ran around and flew around the country for a long time, and that might be the thing. He might be moving on to something where he can sit still.
Yeah.
We might still get the personality. It might just be in the same building. every day.
Voiceover or some shit.
Or it might, you know, he might build a studio at the crib, or invest in a studio, or partner with a studio, and just not have to leave the town.
Dude, Berkeley got kids.
Yeah, he has grandchildren.
Oh, okay.
He talks about his new grandson all the time.
All right. I'm actually gonna skip around and move into some battle rap.
Oh.
Well, don't nobody here know nothing about no battle rap.
Oh.
Bro. What is that? What's battle rap?
That's what I'm saying, right?
What is that?
I think people.
That's English, or that's like.
It's like a
different
comedy show, but they just spit at each other and make angry faces. And it's like you stand in front of the other comedian.
Nah, man. This guy, he's a hell of a fucking.
Cash, one of your battles just dropped. Why don't you tell the people about it?
Yeah, so C Cash versus Kush is out now, man. What can I say? C Cash versus Kush. I mean, it's Kush. I'm gonna go in there and smoke that shit.
Was it 3 rounds, 1 round?
It was 1 round on OTR Battle League, live in Trenton.
Okay.
We was in there doing sturdy.
Available on the same time.
Nah, yeah, we wasn't. But he,
That was crazy.
listen. This is the beauty of battle rap.
Clip it.
The beauty of battle rap is you can be delusional. You have the opportunity to be delusional and say, "No, I won."
It might
When
work
you
in
know
your
you really
favor.
didn't. Right. It might work in your favor because now you make people really continue to watch the
Yeah,
battle.
people are. You can influence people,
Mm-hmm.
especially somebody that wants to believe the opposite. Like there might be somebody that doesn't like how you carry it,
Right.
so they looking for an excuse.
But nah, if y'all, you know, really want to go watch the battle and really compare and understand, you know, it's all up
Can
to
we
your
drop the
opinion.
link in the chat?
But yeah, Married to the Bars, we did a bar breakdown, and
Yeah.
I
got the
had-
link in the chat.
I had a whole lot of punches. I had a whole lot of references, schemes, you know, antics, performance antics. Like, you know, I feel like I just did a more of a complete job than he did. And he had some good bars and he had some good energy and delivery, and I can't take that away from him. But mere loudness of reactions in a building does not make you win a battle.
Well, Philly never relied on that shit because we are used to listening.
Mm-hmm.
So like, even if motherfuckers is going crazy, more than likely our ears will perk up and be like, "What did you hear that I missed?"
Right.
Because that was light. Like
Like everybody go crazy. Oh, what'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say? Niggas
Yo,
would be in the crowd
people
like, what'd he say?
Reacting to the lightest bars in the crowd. though.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, the Daily News is written on the 3rd grade reading level for a reason.
Yep.
Wow.
Facts.
So sometimes people just be happy that they caught it.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the shit, they gotta watch it back when they get home. And be
Yeah.
like, oh shit, that's what they was talking about. It's a lot of people that love the sport, but they don't catch every move.
Shout out to OG
That's
Benny.
why I really like the bar breakdowns though, because
Yeah.
I feel
Shout
like
out
it
to
makes
Married
it
to
more
the Bars.
accessible to people. Sorry, go ahead.
And look, on some real shit, Kush, I watched the your bar breakdown.
We both did. We was in the chat.
Yeah, like I wasn't even on it. I was doing something, and then this nigga told me it was on. So I watched it at the time. Then I went and watched it all the way back. If the crazy part about this is right, this is the real definition of how I won the battle. When I had to break my shit down, it wasn't too much time in between. Hold on, stop. I gotta tell you about this. Hold on, stop.
Bro,
I gotta tell you about that.
So much.
Hold
I
on,
was
stop.
like,
I gotta
yo,
tell you
get
about
it
that
off.
because
It's intricate.
it's exactly. It's more effort put into
Rewind
the
to find is
situation.
more to find.
Yeah, like when I was watching your breakdown, like you were just letting it play, and then you would say something maybe when the punch came up and like reiterated, but
4th, 6th, or 8th bar.
yeah, like it wasn't like layered, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no real substance to the shit you were saying. You know, put cash in the air. It's a strip club, cool. But who how many niggas didn't say that before? Like
Put cash in
the
air.
best bars he said was, "You showing envy next to the God. That's just hilarious." And And
I wasn't a fan of that one on the bar breakdown.
And I'm not hating. This is the thing. I'm not hating. And he said that, and he said he sold the high point with the bullet stuck. I still sold it with the bullet stuck.
I can dig it.
I could dig it, but that's
I bought a joint with no clip before.
cool. But like, where's the other shit about C Cash at? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, and that's what we said during the bar breakdown that I was on, which is a 4-hour bar break, 3 hour, 2 hours.
Nevertheless,
you said you had an hour. It was 2 hours this time. No,
nevertheless,
listen.
we not gonna drag this shit out, man. C Cash versus Kush.
Listen.
Yeah.
You made me forget my point. Fuck you.
It's out now on YouTube.
It's out now, man,
The
on YouTube.
link is
I
in
just
all
wanted
of
to
the
give it a
chats.
little quick plug, and I need y'all to go fuck with that joint for me. Shout out to OTR Battle League, run their views up, run their subscribers up. You know what I mean? Because if they're successful, then the battle rappers are successful. We still get work. We still get chances to come out and put on these shows. So I need y'all to support that league. You know what I mean?
Now talk about. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's my man name that had the gas when we was talking to him during the bar breakdown? He had a fight the next day.
Oh, OG Capri. I was just talking to him.
Salute OG Capri, because you a good sport. No, because we was all married to the bars going back and forth.
Yeah, but he's a troll.
And he was trolling. But I respect the fact that he wouldn't let it get to that point, because he's never going to play himself and act like it ain't what it is.
Yeah, but he was, though.
No, he wasn't. At some point, he said, I'm just fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
I want it. And that's respectful.
Yeah, he did.
Put the
But he
energy
still
in it,
got
but keep
that-
it real.
Yeah,
He
right.
got his shit off, though. But I respect that. If you a troll, you
Yeah.
gotta let trolls troll.
Yeah.
But don't be disrespectful.
But see, it's a difference in the
He
trolling.
wasn't disrespectful.
Like, some people troll fake shit. Like, I know this ain't like this. This ain't like this, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't that type of troll. I'm a troll that's just getting on your nerves all day.
But it's levels to everything, right?
It is.
Right?
It
Because
is.
everybody's arrogance.
Like, shout out to OG Capri. I just seen a new battle of him, like, out now on the Audacity card.
He worked
That
out.
joint popping. That joint got 62 views in like 4 days.
Oh, man, you killing it.
That's the type of shit I do when I troll. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, you killing it.
But anyway, yeah, C Cash, June 29th, K Shark TV Promotions. I'm battling some boy named J1.
Which is amazing.
He's a Spanish guy I think he's from the Bronx.
Has he ever heard of J2?
I don't know.
Like,
but
even if J1 was your name before,
Yeah.
like, at some point,
How-
J2 had to change his name. J2 name was John John.
How the fuck I go from the White Howard to J1? That's wild.
That is crazy.
And then
It's the universe.
And then not
the
to
universe
mention,
working out in your favor.
it's your fault because you fucking had that shit on last week with J2 surrounding my fucking subject matter after you called me on the phone.
No, but what's crazy is, I'm sure you watched it back.
Yeah, I did.
I was trying to make
You was
sure
trying.
you was good when we
Yeah.
first introduced it,
Yeah.
and then you was good, and we put you in, and then it was like, well, we got to finish the topic. It
Right.
wasn't.
Nah, I know.
I intentionally tried to separate it.
Nah, I know. And you was like,
It
damn,
didn't
I
work
hate
out
that
way.
my man.
These live
John-
shows is crazy. Man. Like, I definitely can't
Yo.
miss the opportunity to get the feedback from you.
Yeah.
But it might fall in the wrong place sometimes. Not intentionally. I'm not lining you up or nothing. I wouldn't never do that to my
I'm
nigga.
fucking with you, bro. It just
No, I'm just saying it for the people because they used to that kind of shit.
it's just a Tetris game. That's all it is.
It's definitely that.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely that. Even like K topics, my topics, your topics, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a synergy to that. The camera's gonna be on you at a certain time. I might get to roll up.
No, I know.
Camera gonna be
Yeah.
on her. She might get
Yeah.
fix her hair.
It's a
you know what I
balance.
mean?
It's a balance thing.
Yeah, so it's all Tetris.
But yeah, man. C Cash versus J1, June 29th. K Shark TV Promotions, New York City. On beat battle. Y'all know I'm a MC, a lyricist, a artist, songwriter. I do all of this shit. So
He does.
I really love to actually do some shit with a cadence and on the beat, and I could, get that other aspect of entertainment for y'all. So
And show
you know
that
what I mean?
Philly do both always.
Fact. So if you out in the New York City area, I need y'all to come through and fuck with me.
Who phone is that?
Going on?
That was
Not my
crazy.
shit.
That might be her joint.
I ain't got nothing that sound like that.
All good, but one thing I tell to people, right? People look at this and they be like, well, you just get to smoke, drink, and talk, right?
Right.
The more you do this, you realize that the more you understand, the more you have to think. Right?
Yeah.
And people don't get that part. It's like you doing all of it at once. Like,
And we be getting inebriated while thinking and trying to like exasperate points and shit like that. Like, so, and use words and
and make sure that you don't overdo it the balance for somebody else to get their shit off.
Yeah, like
and we dominant
when to stop.
personalities. Like
yeah, exactly that too. Yeah, it's an art to everything, man.
I just want people to see Cash is learning it in the real way. He's good at being interviewed, but now he's co-hosting shit. It's different. Man. It's different.
Hey man, if it wasn't for you, you know what I mean? You kind of opened me up to the aspect of this shit, and I appreciate it. No Diddy want to open me up to.
I mean, whatever, but you good.
All right, we ready to move on to the next topic?
I mean, yeah, I just did that because you wasn't here.
I figured.
No, but sometimes I think of things while I'm watching it because I'm watching your progression and I'm watching your understanding of it. And you might be going home thinking about it. You're not saying it to me, but I see what you do as a result of it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see that you thinking it through.
Yeah, fair.
So, like, I know what it is.
Thank you.
I know what it is. I appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
This one, too. She's actually great.
Nah, I see it.
But,
I see it.
she's so shy sometimes.
Yeah,
It'd
that's
be like, yo.
the same problem. I probably got, y'all don't even dig it. I probably got $1 million entertainer,
That
money
won't get on
maker just
camera.
living in my crib that just won't do it.
Well, you know what?
You know what I mean?
We figured out. We got you. We ain't gonna force nothing. We gonna create something. We gonna create something that's comfortable.
Yeah, we gotta do what she want to do.
That's what we do. We make it comfortable.
Yeah.
We let Kay talk to her.
All right. So, moving into a little bit between politics and entertainment. So the House recently passed a bill,
Oh yeah.
the defense bill, which automatically registers men from ages 18 to 26 for the U.S. draft.
If you haven't seen this coming, or if you weren't around where this was the thing before, I feel for you because I knew this was about to happen.
What's the
Now,
term of it? How long is
hold
this
on,
is
hold
active?
on. Before you guys get too deep into this, I want to recognize something. What this bill actually does is it automatically registers men who are 18 to 26 into what's called the selective service system.
Is it automatic?
Hold on. So currently what happens is men who are ages 18 through 25 are automatically entered into the selected service system. The draft itself has not happened since, I want to say, back in the 70s?
Yeah, Vietnam.
They made movies based on that in the 70s
In
about the draft and
no.
all that shit. And
Imagine-
even Malcolm, Muhammad Ali.
Imagine in December, you got 400 people in your class, and by April, you got 150, and most of them are women.
Damn.
That's what was happening. That's the reality of it. But go ahead.
So, if you didn't already know, it is already mandatory for men to enter themselves into the selected service system upon their 18th birthday. This is something that, if you do not do so, it is considered a felony.
A felony. My dad and grandfather took me down when I turned 18 to City Hall. We did it.
Yep.
It was a thing.
What?
Register for the draft and something else. Yeah.
For a lot of places, it's part of getting your license when you turn 18 is you have to fill out the same form for your draft at the same time.
I just want to ask one question.
Go ahead.
How long is this in effect?
This has been in effect for a long time.
We're talking about enforcement of out of necessity.
Yeah, it's not something that's actively enforced until...
Right, but how long will it be in effect? Is it possible
That's foreseeable future type shit.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like until such threats are.
Yeah.
Like, we in the middle of a lot right now.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say this.
No, let's get to what Cardi said.
No, go ahead.
Because that's the meat and potatoes of it.
Yeah, you're right.
So, a bunch of celebrities started reacting to this bill. Most notably, Cardi B
Shout out Cardi, man.
came out and said that this new generation of hip-hop dancers, the hip shakers,
TikTokers.
they're not ready to fight a war. They can't defend our country. And she was saying this in a joking manner. But at the same
She said
time...
it with Cardi energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does bring up a question. Are our young people equipped? in the same way that we might have been the last time that we fought an active war that required a draft.
I know my take.
Hold on, let me.
I know my take.
Yeah,
I want
let
to
me
hear yours.
Hold on, let me.
Let you think about
ease
it.
into this. No, let me ease into this.
So you want me to go or you good?
No, I'm gonna go.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I want you to go first.
It matters if we talking about globally. That's
Meaning
the
what?
only way. So if she's saying like, then the aspect of the kids that's not ready, because you do got like whoever the fortunate kids of America that's 18 or whatever the case may be.
That's
you know what I'm
not
saying?
globally. That's nationally.
Yeah, nationally.
Okay. That's why I wanted you to be clear. Yeah.
So if you talking about that aspect of it, yeah, maybe not. But in the hood, in the trenches, this shit going on already. They smoking each other already. Like
I'm not
it's
mad at
in a
that
war.
take. I'm not mad at that take.
They are. Like, no, for real.
But the problem is they don't send criminals.
Right.
That might be the solution.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the twist is, now look, we think about, because when you say globally, it offers a different aspect, right?
Yeah, right. But
Which
when you
is
talking
part.
about the hood,
But hold
it's-
on, real quick. What I think of, you know, Casanat, right?
Yeah.
You know his Asian boy Ray that he be with.
Okay.
He was on the Kevin Hart stream. He's on
Yeah.
the Kim Kardashian pictures. He's in all that shit, right?
Yeah.
He's from Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
He just graduated high school. The fact that they're being attacked right now, he has to go into the military.
Wow.
He has to. That's accepted by everybody. Like, they grow up knowing this type of shit. And they're not like us, right?
Same with Israel.
Same with Israel. And I've actually talked to an Asian guy, and I don't want to mistake where he was from, but he was saying, like, I was in the military as a young man, and they paid us $5, $20, whatever, per whatever. And he was like, I was borrowing money to smoke cigarettes. He was like, but it's my duty. I got to do my 2 years. So that's like, before you can go to college or before you can get into your job, you got to pay your dues.
Yeah.
There are countries and nations
Sacrificial.
that are built like that. Like, as much as you might be goofy, you know you might have to pick that rifle up and get you busy on.
Yeah.
These kids wasn't built like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then in the same breath, we got a whole like the ratio of like the LGBTQ community that is like a lot of youth too.
But that's the problem with that is not them. It's the military's acceptance of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
so
no,
how is that going to work?
I had a feeling that's where you
Like,
was going.
what's going to be the aspect
Y'all gonna have to play your part.
men that's transitioning and shit like that?
In times of desperation, change is made.
And that's crazy.
In times
like,
of desperation,
they-
change is made.
people
Sometimes
over
good,
here-
sometimes bad.
Yeah.
So it might be a position where they put in a position where it's like, yo, this who want to fight for you. What you want to do?
Now, let's be
Yeah.
clear. There are already plenty of LGBT.
Yes, but accommodations will shift after,
Right.
That's
after
what I'm
something
saying.
that becomes futile. You know, volatile.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I said futile. My bad.
But I don't want to discount that they are serving under these, terrible
No,
circumstances.
it's been happening. But remember, don't ask, don't tell. There was a whole period before that. Remember that?
Yep.
So, like, the military, and until this day, we are finding bases, the biggest bases in the military. We're finding bodies on them.
Yeah.
Missing persons. Women that are found.
About this whole topic in general, I just feel like personally, I'd rather go to jail if I was 18 to 26.
Well, dig it.
At the end of the day,
Muhammad Ali was a national treasure, and he went to jail
Yeah.
instead of going to war.
yeah, I'd rather go to jail.
And mind you, people was like, well, it's war. Like, bro, this is fucking apples and apples. Like,
Yeah.
this it ain't,
yeah, like
ain't nothing guaranteed either
yeah,
way.
that's what I'm saying. But
I'm not going to hurt them.
I've been to
'cause they
jail.
ain't do nothing to me.
I've been to jail before. I ain't never been in no war. And jail, it has its
Outside of the
similarities
hood, you mean?
to a war. I mean, yeah, outside of the hood.
Yeah.
The hood
That's
is a war
way
zone.
different.
Yeah. But it's a difference between maybe being in a dangerous place than motherfuckers definitely dying
It's
every
thing,
day.
It's
Like,
one thing to hear motherfuckers screaming and crying all night. It's another thing to hear explosions all night.
yeah.
And I live
a difference.
And I live in a neighborhood, and we ain't gonna put it out there. but we heard explosions for about a month every night when we went to bed.
That's the difference between.
And I was like, yo, I can't imagine. Like, at that point, I put myself in others' position that had it way worse.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's kids.
It's a difference between
Like,
bullet wounds and decapitation.
You
know what I'm saying? Like
bro,
facts.
the realities of this situation and the
Yes.
fact that part of keeping your sanity is being able to tap out, being able to have a vice, video games, music, something that you can tell. But when, boom, nigga, you still there. Like, that you can't avoid it. That's my thing. What you thinking, Kay?
No, I completely agree.
Don't tap out. Give us a little more than Kay.
I think it's interesting that to this day drafts still don't include women.
Thank you.
Even though everything else in society is shifting that way, right?
Yeah, no, I think
That's
women,
a great point.
Women have a role to play in the
killed that.
military.
You killed that because I didn't even think about that.
And I know me personally, if I was in
That's
a
a
position
good
that I was
question.
drafted,
That's a good question.
I would serve my country because I'm sure that they still have a need for spreadsheets. Who doesn't need spreadsheets, right? I could find a way to serve my country in the
that's
military.
hilarious. She wanted to send emails, yo.
That
She
was
tried
a
to send
crazy-
emails from her
That was
basement.
a crazy detour. Like,
She tried to send emails from her
we
basement.
thought she was going
She
to.
didn't say I'd be a nurse. None of that.
Yo, she just
She said I do great spreadsheets.
like.
My
know
skills
this-
are useful, okay?
No, in the military, you get treated like a black quarterback. They go put you at wide receiver.
No, I could like decipher codes.
You heard me?
Wow.
I
They
have that
go
type
put
of
you at
knowledge.
wide receiver. It don't matter what you think you good at. This is where we want you at.
Right.
You want to stay on the team or no?
Oh no, I ain't no wide receiver. Mm-mm.
No, but this is what I'm telling you. Like, you go into with the military with your comfort zone. They put you where the demand is, or where they see you best fit.
My whole thing is.
Well, I know where I'm best fit.
Well, then go to the Air Force.
My whole thing
'Cause the Air
is.
Force is for the brainiac.
I'm standing on this, right? I'm black. We built this shit.
No,
Ain't no way we
you're
supposed to-
saying what I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Ain't no way we supposed to be dying about this shit every day when we already in the hood dying every fucking day.
And we don't get no consideration in the grand scheme.
And
That's
I'm
fair
not
to say.
letting my son go. I'm not letting my son do no shit like that either.
But my
That's fair
dad
to
gave me
say.
the see, like a lot of speeches that I seen in movies, my dad gave me. You know what I mean? So like, he didn't see the movie. It wasn't no movie yet.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them was like, "There's no place in the white man's army for a black man." My dad told me a long time ago, "You do not want to go to the military." He's not, and he was in the military. He's a vet. My godfather. You know what I mean? All of them, right? Because they from that era.
salute to the ones that went through and
And I
made they
appreciate
bit,
them.
made
But
it.
he told me, you want to be able to do what you got, so you don't have to. If you don't get drafted,
Yeah,
you ain't got to do that.
yeah.
But when I started acting up and my grades started slipping, he said, "You either go to the college or you go to the military."
Right.
Like, shit changed quick at that point. And I see the value in both aspects.
Right.
You try to put yourself in a position to have more options.
Exactly. That's what
But
it's
if
about.
there are no other options, there are some securities in the military. You just
Yeah.
hope to be in there when the country's not at war.
No, for sure.
That's what it comes down to. When
Shout
Gates,
out to my homie.
and shout out Gates. You met Gates Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody came up with. I used to run around with Gates money bags, and I was Ruger. So
Mhm.
you already know how that went.
No, I be hearing it.
So Gates was like, when he went into the Air Force Reserves, we was playing basketball, and old heads at the playground was like, "You going now? You know who in office?" Like, that's a real thing.
Yeah,
It's like, yo,
facts.
who's it? Like, people think like it. You know, how, especially people at the bottom of the totem pole always say, "What happens up there doesn't affect us."
Mm-hmm.
When you deciding to go to the military or not, when you try to see if you want to get a GI Bill or a tech job,
Yeah.
it makes a difference. You see what I'm saying?
Shout out FLN Gaming. He said these young guys won't be fighting for their country. They will be fighting because of greed and exploitation.
Imagine when you tell them they can't fucking go live when the battle starts.
I don't know, but and it's so cliche because
I ain't
it's
gonna
like
get no clout off of this kill.
it's so
It's
cliche.
a video game. I need my kills.
It's so cliche because it's another observation from this viewpoint of this situation.
I'm listening.
Like, you got kids that'll kill you over an Instagram comment though. So why wouldn't you go kill for your country at the same time?
But it
You know what I'm
comes,
saying?
that's the original point. I still think that we might need to send fucking criminals over there.
I mean, shit.
I think certain criminals.
That makes more sense.
I think certain criminals maybe garner enough. Like, if you got a life sentence, right?
Yeah.
Or you got a whatever, right?
But what if you in court and
but
it's
you
like,
playing your part? We sending you over there. Go. You want to do it? The same way they do on the West Coast when they got them wildfires. It shows about it.
nah, it should be.
They let them fucking criminals go fight the fire.
They got death row, right?
Yeah.
They should let it go on death row, and it should be an
The
incentive
only-
program where if you survive, you get to come home or some shit.
No,
like
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Because paying your debt to society, that's paying your debt to society.
Shit, listen.
Word to Charlemagne.
It's enough propaganda. That one should stand.
The biggest problem is motherfuckers that's just going to escape.
Yeah, right.
But we have enough technology to control that.
Facts.
Low jack them. Low jack them. Look, you either fight or we coming to get you and you going to do what you going to do anyway. Right?
I'd rather that than our regular citizens, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather that, like, see, I'm in a situation where I'm around kids, right? And we got some of them that's outside, right? And you know it. And we got a lot of them that are just caught in the middle of their circumstances.
Yeah.
They are not built for high school. When they get through high school, if they get through high school, they are going to struggle because we're dealing with the COVID generation. We dealing with a generation of kids that sat home for a year and a half. They not socially
Going to school on the laptop.
They're not socially inept. They're not mad at the same things that we used to be mad at. Like that fight for your country thing. That we know is usually a white people thing or a black people trying to get freedom thing.
Yeah.
These kids is looking at these other kids in these other countries that's dying on the internet and saying, well, he read the same books I read. He listen to Chief Keef too. He listen to Rob 49 too. We didn't see them like that.
Yeah, facts.
And I'm not even saying us because when we had the real problems, it was my dad's generation. But you're not going to send them over there with the same energy anymore that you need to get the job done. Because they don't see those people that way. You in a country now that's supposed to be a superior country where they're telling women what to do with their bodies. Yeah. You going to send us over there because you don't agree with what they doing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That don't make sense to these kids. How many of them are sitting on lawns right now because of what's going on with Israel Palestine? Am I tripping?
No.
These are not all people that's from them countries. These are people that empathize with them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Philly Talk TV said, salute Sam, salute Cash.
Oh, Philly Talk TV, what up?
Yo, what's good?
What
Appreciate
up?
you.
And I don't want to get too deep, but it's a real shift in just consciousness also. It's not about being gangster or being a warrior.
Right.
It's about going over there and thinking that one, what you're going over there is the right purpose. Two, when you come back, you're going to get treated right. And our country does not treat its veterans the way that it should. So it makes it a very bad look for kids that can Google that.
It's like, damn, is this slavery?
They don't even gotta Google it. They can turn on Breakfast Club and Charlemagne will remind them.
Yeah, facts.
Like, it's a regular thing now to know that we seen what the VA hospitals been going through, and the people that want to go to the VAs, you smoke weed, you can't go to the VA. What the fuck? That's crazy.
But then it's like the government in America is so what's the word? So much like hypocrisy, because it's like then in the same breath you legalize it. Like
Right.
So what we doing?
And we're ignoring.
What is the difference?
We're ignoring
legalizing it.
We're ignoring PTSD the same way the NFL ignores CTE. At that point,
then it's crazy too. Look, even thinking of that PTSD, right? If you got a medical card for marijuana, you can't have a gun license.
Right.
But if you got PTSD,
that don't make sense.
Means you seen some shit. To me, you need a fucking gun, right?
I do you one better.
Like, come on,
if
shit crazy.
If you grew up in a city like ours and made it to anywhere near an adult age, you have PTSD.
Yeah,
too.
like what?
You don't have 300. You don't have 300 plus murders a year.
Not always our women though. Our women don't get it as much as we do.
In a lot of ways, they do because they have to deal with our trauma.
Yeah, that.
Even though, like, you could be a nigga that fuck with bougie chicks and get her from the county. You bring her into your situation. You going through what you going through. You downloading on her. Respectfully, probably not everything, but you telling her when it's obvious. I got to tell you why I'm going through it, right? She can't even fathom the things that she's supporting you through.
Right.
It don't even make sense in her head.
Yeah.
That's a weight on her too.
Yeah, I get it.
That's a weight on her too. And then the thing is, we gonna compare traumas because I'm built for a certain level of trauma and you not.
Yeah.
Because you weren't trained for this.
Yeah, we can't compare that because I can't
So
handle
I'm
fucking
putting
baby.
that on you. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the thing, man. It's like petrified meat.
Mm-hmm.
Getting kosher now, man. Halal. Halal. I got a bigger brain than y'all think, man. The hair
you
covering a
funny
lot,
as shit.
man.
So do you guys want to stay politics or go towards entertainment?
Let's go somewhere fun real quick because we got a little deep, man. Twice.
All right.
No Diddy.
And both parts was my fault. And you're the better rapper, so you said I'm from Philly.
You said we got a little deep.
I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly. I ain't, you know what I mean?
I'm from Philly too.
Yeah, but you Diddy. And
I'm
all
just fucking with you.
No,
man.
you know what's crazy though? And I said
No
this,
Diddy is listen. No Diddy is popular right now.
but I said this on another live, right?
Well, that goes towards our next topic.
I said this on another live. I am going to start saying no Diddy, but with a way bigger purpose than what y'all was using it for.
What? When? When you gonna see it?
I'm saying it in a Weinstein sense.
Like no child molester.
Like no supervillain nigga shit. Like this is bigger than whether it's wrist flap or not.
Right.
Like this way bigger than that.
Yeah, like
when you say no Diddy, you gotta be careful who you say to no Diddy about.
no sex trafficker.
You gotta be careful, like when you say somebody got AIDS and stuff. Like you gotta be careful, like
Right.
don't just put the no Diddy on everybody. If he just gay, let him rock. Let him rock. He ain't that bad.
Yo,
I'm taking no Diddy to another level. No real rap. Like he don't deserve that. If he's just like the, you know what I mean, then he ain't that bad. No Diddy gotta be for supervillains.
He ain't that bad. No Diddy. Like what?
No, Diddy's that bad.
Yes, he's that bad.
And I don't feel the need to say allegedly. I saw the video.
All right.
And hold on, real quick. I was the one, and you was here. I said if he's capable of 3% of what Cassie said, then he's a monster.
Yeah, you did say that.
I did say that, right?
Mhm.
That video gotta be at least 14, 7, something percent, right?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. No more allegedlys for you.
Yeah.
No more legend.
You could be into a whole lot of shit, fam.
Yeah, your allegedlys would be based on me assuming something else. But as far as whether you're a monster or not, I'm already dug in.
Yeah.
So I don't feel the need to say the allegedly. My bad. I just wanted to clarify that
Oh,
so
cool.
people know how to use the allegedly.
Right.
Because it gets weird in our community.
And they understand your premise on it. You know?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm cool.
So, why don't you introduce this topic, Sam?
All right, so first of all,
Excuse me.
can we make some noise for this young man? Yo?
Yeah, for sure. Young boy is like a heavy millionaire.
Yeah, Kai.
Somebody that has gotten a lot of flack, has a lot of misunderstanding about people not really understanding what he does and what he brings to the zeitgeist in general, right? But has always been the most consistent urban big level streamer for the last 4 or 5 years. He's added things to the streaming game, especially in our community, that have never been seen.
Facts.
And he did it from a high value, quality, well thought out way. It's not just him acting crazy. If you know anything about productions, if you know anything about streaming, you know that when you decide to go to LA and rent a mansion and stream for 30 days straight, you have spent 6 months planning every single other hour of that trip
Yeah, that's wild.
for it to be successful. And it was, right? So first of all, I just want to give it up to Kai because there was a time when he pissed New York off. The police was mad at him when all he wanted to do was give back. There was times where certain things happens on the stream, or certain people put him in certain situations. He had the situation with the female, the porn stuff, like all type of stuff. But ultimately, this is a 20-something-year-old young man that is killing shit and doing something that he was actually gifted to do.
And getting a lot of money, too.
And I just want to acknowledge that before we get to the bullshit,
A
right?
lot of niggas talk shit about it, ain't got none of his papers, so
He
leave
eating,
that
yo.
man alone.
He eating. He doing his thing. But, you know, we don't want to make it money everything because we hip-hop.
Nigga can pay somebody $100 to slap you.
Yep.
When you dealing
No.
with that type of money, leave that person alone. Don't
No.
even argue with that person. Why?
Nigga could literally say, yo, I'll give you an unlimited subscription if you slap this nigga. Ain't even gotta be cash. I'll make sure you keep watching me.
I'll give you some clout, dickhead.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout you out every week for a month.
He lit. That's crazy.
Like, it's different. But what happened recently, did you see, he found out that Diddy
followed him on the gram?
Did you
That's
see that?
Crazy. No, I didn't see that.
Get out. Did you see his reaction?
No.
Okay, can you pull it up when we get flagged for it? No, we won't get flagged for it.
Swiggy just got on cam.
But ultimately, and I don't know, this might be produced as well, or it might have been a chat. I'm not.
Yeah.
I wasn't on that stream,
and
I watch Kyle quite a bit. Trust me.
Right.
But I usually watch 30-minute, 40 minutes, 20-minute clips of him from on the YouTube. So I don't know what was going on. It might have been being spammed, but they said Diddy followed him, and when he went to it, he went off. He was confused.
Oh, he started tweaking.
And he went in his bag. Yo. He said, I've never been to no party. Yo, this shit is crazy.
We can't play it?
We about to play it now. She transitioned into that. No, the bull is funny.
He
like,
is
naturally
funny
just knows how to make a moment. And sometimes, a lot of the times, I feel like, you know how it's like, people be like, yo, you wildin'. It's like, I'm just talking. I think sometimes, a lot of his moments aren't intentional. But I think he's super specific about building up moments and knowing how to balance out. It has good timing. Because other things have shown that we get into later. But go ahead. You let me know when you're ready, Kat.
Keep talking.
But one thing about it is he doesn't get embarrassed easily. And it takes that to be putting people in your world as constantly as he does.
Yeah, facts.
Right? Like, that takes a backbone. That takes a different understanding of what you're doing. And you could say he makes a lot of money to do that. No, he went viral for being in his mom's crib and a mouse ran past him and they called it a rat because he was in the Bronx.
Yeah.
They went viral for that. So he was giving y'all his world where he was struggling in.
Yeah, facts.
But that's respect.
You got to.
That's respect.
Yeah, facts.
But the international love that he's gotten, the attention of people that don't directly connect to what he do but appreciate him for the energy, you can't take that away from what he do, man. Yeah. But like I said, you have to be susceptible to a lot of shots.
A lot of bullshit.
A lot of shots. Joe might be talking about you tomorrow. Charlamagne might be talking about you tomorrow. They might not like you.
But that's good.
And they do, but they might not.
It's good as long as you understand what it is, that it's business and it's not personal.
That's what I'm saying. He has a different, he's from that generation where he grew up with the internet.
We go through the same shit, bro.
You
might step into a battle, a nigga call you a rat or something.
He was in college when he started. He dropped out of college streaming.
Right.
I don't think people understand that.
Right.
Like, and he has a mom that's from overseas and a little sister, a twin sister, no, twin sister, and a little brother. Like, bro.
They don't be playing that shit. You gotta go to school.
Now your mom and your little sister on the stream with Nicki Minaj fanning out and getting love from her. That's a different level of accomplishment. Like, you do music. Your people that care about you, they want to hear that you make $100,000 a year doing this, and then you do something else.
All right, I'm ready.
They don't want to hear about your artistic things that don't come with stability.
Yeah, facts. Right.
But when you could put them in the room with Rakim,
yeah,
KRS-One,
facts.
LL,
they like, oh shit.
LL probably easy because he on TV and he a legend. But like something like that, it changes the game.
I did that shit. Shout out to my uncle, man. Like, no bullshit. Like back, maybe like 01, 02, 03. I was riding around with my uncle and he CDs and Enes and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was his shit. And I had that nigga at a battle where Ness was there and got on camera and showed me love and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Lou.
So, you know what I mean? That's dope when you could do that for your folks. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Through your craft. You know what I'm saying?
We get those moments and we set it up, and then when it happened, it's like, yo, this is better than I thought.
Facts.
Play the clip. My bad.
This nigga
that was good. That was a good story, though.
No, for sure.
What the fuck?
He said, yo.
Kai Sinatra.
I've been to a Diddy party. Nigga, I don't follow this nigga. Wait, this nigga trying to recruit? Oh, hell nah.
He jumped in the chair. He's in the chair.
Oh, hell no. I'm 10 toes, I never fold, nigga. Chat, I'm 10 toes, I never fold, nigga. Chat, I'm 10 toes. Chat, I'm 10 toes, I never fold.
That's funny as hell. It's an Instagram following. Like you can't. What the fuck? You can't say he on you.
Do you think
Finding insurance should be easy.
Yeah.
Do you think Diddy really followed him?
I mean, possibly.
You know why I think he followed him?
He's successful.
On to the next topic. Kai, Kevin, Drewski.
He's successful.
Hold up.
Oh yeah. Can we talk about that? That was.
Do you want to
weird.
get anything off on his reaction, K, or you good?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I just needed. a
Wasn't
second
ready for the
to
training?
catch
Transition?
up. Yeah.
Transmission?
Oh shit.
I know, I got a better rapper. I had to say all the variations.
You gotta
after
say
that.
hybrid.
There we
Anyway.
go.
No, it's a transmission. The transition. Shit,
I
you got
know
me
what it
fucked
is,
up.
bro.
Bro, stop it. Anyway.
You the one
But-
that said all that.
I think that one, I don't think let's say we going with that was Diddy, right? I don't think Diddy's in a position where he feels like it's over yet, right?
Right.
So if a young man like Kai that's a star that has a certain energy and he knows how to pick a star.
Yeah.
Like you can't never take that away from him, right?
Yeah.
I think he might have seen like, all right, well this is somebody that whether I pay attention to them for what they do or I pay attention to them for the pulse of what's going on could be beneficial to me.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? That's fair to say, right?
Yeah. I mean, shit, you gotta understand like this. In this position, Diddy's gonna have to learn. Diddy gonna have to learn at this point. He gonna have to learn how to shine through something or something else because his personal image is not gonna be good in the future, regardless of what happens with this whole investigation.
No, it's all bad.
It's
now.
gonna be tainted at this point.
It's all bad. But what happens is we've always like the biggest quote in hip hop history, possibly, is if you don't want your manager all in a video, all on stage, right?
Yeah,
that's
facts.
one of the biggest quotes in hip hop history.
Facts.
This is a man that even through the stories we learning about now, when he was broke, had to be the frontline guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that hell for him? It's like thinking about. It's like when people initially thought about Hov retiring, and they said, "Yo, he probably gonna be in the corner somewhere, just skitzing, like going out his mind, trying not to write nothing. Like he probably just gonna go insane."
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't get the attention and you still get a percentage, is it the same to a personality like Diddy? This nigga had 8 names. He's not a rapper.
Right.
He's a businessman with 8 names.
yeah. You can't just
Like, is that okay to just fall back and like
duck that whole thing. Like that's crazy.
you gonna be in Bali like I just take I just B.I. Like it's gonna be bad.
Yo, you silly as shit. So you saying that he should not pass up on the opportunity
I'm
to
saying
do any
we
type
put
of
a-
business with Diddy? is what
We
you're saying.
we put a lot in the follows, right?
Yeah.
He might just want to be on board. He might respect that young man. He might see something in him, right?
Yeah.
That's Diddy's situation. He
Yeah.
got bigger fish to fry. If he wants to be entertained by this young man, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Kai handled it well.
Yeah.
Because I think he knew that it would go viral.
Yeah.
So he wanted to put a comedic spin on it and still make his stance on his position. Kay, I need your input.
Yeah. That makes sense.
On the Diddy part?
On the
Just him
Kai's
following
reaction
him.
to it.
Yeah, his reaction to him following.
How
him.
he handled the reaction, and you know, we just said he's strategic.
Yeah, no, I thought his reaction was perfect. In terms of like media strategy. You knew it was already gonna be a thing, so get in front of it.
And he wasn't disrespectful directly. Like
Not
it
at
wasn't
all.
no craziness.
I mean, but that's
Not at
another
all.
form of trolling. That's a troll.
But he controlled it. Like
Yeah.
part of trolling is control. There's a lot of trolls
Direct.
that don't control their situation.
Exactly.
They'll say something looking for something, but they won't look at the bigger picture of if I'd have took that word out, there's a different something.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need all 90% of the situation. 70 is wonderful. That other 20% is bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Look
just
where
like,
your face was crazy.
and it's just like because what I was thinking
Nah,
about when
I
I
get
was
it.
saying it.
Yeah, I
It's just
get
like
it.
the music. Everything don't need that word.
No, you're right.
Everything don't need that word.
Mm-hmm.
So getting into something more positive in association with Kai's name, he had a 24-hour stream with Kevin Hart and Drewski.
I think they actually did 12 or so, but go ahead.
That shit is not positive.
Well, it was an overnighter.
is.
It was a sleepover. Let's go there.
It was great, bro. It's one of the greatest things that's happened in our zeitgeist this year, bro.
That clip I seen, I ain't like.
No, watch all of them.
Oh, all right.
Right. No, like all of them.
You mean the whole 12 hours? You mean?
No, watch every clip.
Watch all the highlights at least.
Watch all the. No, watch. Matter of fact, there's a joint that says the funniest moments. That's 2 hours long.
I just thought that it looked weird that they was in there wrestling on air mattresses and shit.
You worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
Watch the funniest moments of the stream. It's 2 hours long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kay.
So of course they did some of the usual antics, the box challenge.
They're going to dance.
They danced.
Dancing is part of going to see Kai.
Of course.
But shout out to Youngin, that's his thing.
Yeah, and that's what the people that follow him fuck with too.
Exactly.
And he's good at it. He like don't have no joints and shit. He double jointed and shit. It's crazy.
And Kevin Hart brought his own bathroom, so there was a porta potty in the background the whole time.
Yo.
What actually went viral before the stream was them getting the porta potty into the basement. They had to hand it through a tight space to slide it. It was
Yeah, to maneuver it. Yeah,
Bro, this was like
like
construction.
a moving job.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But they got it done.
Carry a shit box.
Well, it's dry. It's dry at that point.
Yeah, I hope it is.
But yeah, the three of them together was just
Classic.
great.
It makes you want to start writing scripts.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You think they wrote the shit that they did?
No, but I think certain things they planned.
Yeah.
I think certain things they planned together, like because when you have somebody like Kev, you don't want to shock him too much. You're going to give him a heads up, like we're going to do the box challenge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Kev came with 9 suitcases, and if you really look at the progression of the stream, there were outfit changes, which was his brand. That's one suitcase.
Yeah, that's fire.
There's a suitcase full of his tequila.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the same thing with Drewski.
Oh, okay.
Drewski had a suitcase full of energy drinks and said, I'm going to drink all these motherfuckers.
So it was just like a stream.
So there's certain things where everybody's putting a little...
shit, yeah.
And no, but it wasn't about plugs. It was about comedic value and energy and knowing how to balance both.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they did that. They recruited for Drewski's show together. And that was crazy. Which means
hilarious.
there's a bunch of random weirdos that's coming into this shit that wouldn't be here if Drewski wasn't here.
Yeah, right.
Like, there's a lot. They did the hot chip challenge.
Oh, okay.
They did
just a bunch of lit shit on
bunch
camera.
of grinding each other up. And the
Yeah.
thing was, the rule was nobody was supposed to use Kev's porta potty because he bought it so he wouldn't have to use.
Oh, his bathroom and that.
Right.
Yeah.
So every time something went crazy, one of them would run to the Kev porta potty. Like, I'm about to blow it up.
I'm about to watch this shit.
And Drewski set off a bunch of fireworks in his porta potty. It go down in that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, it's real legit. Like, the way that we love and live in color, this is the next level of it.
Yeah. I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like spoofing.
Yeah, like just having fun. And because everything is reality TV, this is the new reality TV.
Yeah, right.
Even though,
It's
in order to keep your attention, I'm going to make sure that I get this off.
Yeah, you got to line it up right. That's all.
No,
just
but
like
it was
this,
dope.
like live, like we don't do no script, but we just know what we gonna talk about.
Yeah, and we send each other the topics ahead of time as long as we not cash. But so you can figure out what you think. But no, like it's a real thing, and I just want to salute to them because Kev was on his stream 2 weeks ago and said he was coming back to do the overnight stream, and they have broke the internet twice. They got just as many views as the highest streaming whatever that day.
Yeah.
They got more than that every time that they did this. And I just think that's phenomenal.
It is.
And I think that that's a great use. And I also think that it's not coincidental. I believe that Kev is in Atlanta right now filming something. And I think Kai, if he doesn't have involvement, he has access. But they are working on something. You see what I'm saying? But
like
one
it.
thing that we said the first time we saw them together, and you can watch the other one, their chemistry is phenomenal.
No, for sure.
That's father, son, big brother, little brother. You can write a million, the buddy cop, whatever, the things that go international.
Yeah.
They could write one of them and just
Facts. Yeah.
write half the script. We joke the rest. Like, I think they really
That movie
understand.
probably definitely, and especially if they had Drewski too. Oh my god.
They understand timing and spacing
Yeah.
and comedy and entertainment. in the same way, even though Kai is so young and Drewski is such a different personality.
Yeah, facts.
So I respect it. I have a good time watching those brothers, man, because at the end of the day, everybody's having fun. When they called LeBron and was like, LeBron said nigga. Brian, say nigga again, Brian. No, Brian a real nigga.
Yeah.
No, y'all ain't just hear Brian say nigga. Brian said, what's up, nigga? He didn't know he was on the stream. This nigga Drewski just kept saying it. Like, no, Brian say nigga, y'all.
Yo, that's crazy. He ain't none of his dude
And
for that.
Brian on the phone like Kev. I know
Yo.
that's Drewski, but
Y'all drawing. Shit about to be in headlines.
But you know, instead of saying that, he like, no, it's all good. What y'all doing? And Drewski like, say nigga. Brian said it with the R. Like, yo, he was tripping, bro.
I gotta go watch that.
That's
shit.
like literally one of the funniest things you go watch.
I'm
ever.
glad you gave me a different perspective on it because I thought it was like kind of. I ain't like the Instagram clip I seen where they was like wrestling on the beard.
Well, I'll do you one better, right? Everybody know Kev's a businessman, and Kev is one of the biggest stars in America, right? And internationally, out of America, right?
Mm-hmm.
People assumed that Kev was going to Kai's stream to try to figure out how to put himself in that world to benefit off of it, right? And Kev consistently says, no, I just want to understand what you guys are doing over here and learn how to support you. This is not my thing.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that's underrated. I think that if he ever winds up in that space, it will be because of what he did with Kai, but not because he came over there to take over.
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm saying? And I just want to salute that
He
because
coming to fortify some shit, not to try to benefit.
there's a big difference. There's a big difference. So being a nigga from North Philly, he's a real one for that.
Facts.
He a real one. He ain't never had to do that once, and he did it twice. And we gonna see something else come from it, even if they not in that basement anymore.
And more people gonna start joining people's streams. And shit
once
like
a Nicki do it, once a Kevin Hart do it, now
Mhm.
what's your excuse for acting like you can't come through? Right?
Right.
I don't know what y'all do. No, watch the shit. It was fun. Watch the highlights.
Yeah.
Bring your little sister. Make her do her comedy shit. We gonna make fun of that. We can put your people on.
Right. Exactly.
Like it's a platform.
Yeah.
It's not about exposing anything.
Yeah.
The funny moments come out of being assholes.
Right.
Equally. So go ahead. What else, Kay?
All right. Where are you trying to go next?
Wherever Kay wanna go. Phantom Heart Attack is actually
All right.
makes the most sense.
So, Phantom announced. Phantom is a streamer who you've seen alongside Kai Cenat plenty of times. Phantom announced.
He's part of AMP. He lives in the same house with Kai.
Yes. Phantom
So to
announced recently that he is stepping back from streaming after a health scare where he may have had a heart attack.
He young too. And he from New York.
So people were worried about him because they hadn't seen him on stream in a minute. So he did make a statement. He said that he stepped back because of his health.
Did you watch the explanation?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched enough of it.
What do you have to say?
Phantom was actually talking about I'm trying to figure out a way to categorize it without trying to put too much on it because I don't want to he's young, right? Things you figure out when you tour on a regular basis. Diet, environment, rest, all of these things where he was traveling an awful lot was what he was explaining basically. And at certain points he felt certain things and he fought through them and he was down in this situation. Y'all didn't know that, but you know they got him back right and he was running around and he's burning himself out through traveling and being always present and always giving y'all entertainment. And you know, sometimes you might need to work out more. You start seeing your favorite rappers turning to bodybuilders and you wonder why. Because they know about that road life. And then they also get to a point where they could bring a chef instead of just stopping anywhere to get a grub.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts. Yeah.
And Phantom has a brand where he's the one that rolls up and deboes your food. He call it the Phantom Tax. You get some wings delivered. He coming for 2 of them drones out your plate. You know what I mean? And when he travel, he goes to a lot of spaces. Like, I'm eating McDonald's in Taiwan. What we doing? I'm eating this in here. And, like, he's one of them. He's not obese, but he's a big boy. You know what I mean? Great personality and all that. None of this is to discredit what he's given to the streaming community, because him and Kai are actually, if you don't base it on numbers, personality wise, they're formidable.
No, I get it.
They fit different audiences, right? And they're brothers, so you love that about him.
Okay.
But he suffered from a situation where he has to figure out his balance.
Right.
And I think saying and being, and this is another thing, we said it earlier, them giving us their lives.
Right.
He's not just falling back and saying, I'm going through something. He's telling you what he went through, which is helpful to the energy of the people that want to be like him. And he's being honest with himself and saying, I need some time to figure out my balance. Salute to that 100%.
No, facts.
Salute to that 100%.
Facts.
And diet is not based on health. I lost 20-something-year-olds to colon cancer.
It's not.
And lost 15-year-olds to bullets. Like,
It's crazy this shit be in our lineage.
yeah, man. And that's the thing. He might have actually, you never know what he's sharing or what he's not. He might have actually realized he was susceptible to certain things.
Yeah.
And now he has to be accountable for them earlier in life than he thought he would.
Right. Facts.
Right? Is that fair?
Yeah, you do.
Kay, what you think?
I think so too.
No, I agree. I think it's I think overall it's sad that he's dealing with this at such a young age overall. And that's something that's, very realistic. I think men in general have a tendency to not necessarily pay mind to their health in the same way that women do.
We run.
Yeah, and I think that that's a shame. Like, I think, men should take care of themselves. They should, try to be healthier, try to eat differently, do different things that you need to do depending on your family history, to make sure that, you're as healthy as possible and can stay around. So, good on him for taking the rest that he needs and doing what he needs to do. But overall, I'm happy that he's doing that, but I'm sad that he's going through this.
Yeah, but I think that it's the beauty of what I've been talking about, right? The businessmen that got book bags instead of briefcases, right? He put himself in a position to be able to fall back for a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's a blessing.
Yeah.
His momentum is
Everybody
his
don't got that.
Whatever he gives the people, they're going to be awaiting. They're going to be looking forward to supporting him. He enters a different aspect of humanity as an entertainer without having to do some fuck shit to get there. He went through something. He didn't do something. Right? To bring him down. So I think that all of that, like we say, man, your audience likes to be a part of the journey. And this is just another chapter in what he's giving the people, and we're going to see how he handles it as opposed to the stars that we were used to in the past that fell back and we never knew what happened. Right? And he's already started that by being honest and upfront with his understanding of his situation at this point. I think that's fly. I think it's different. I think that we don't really account for the changes that are happening in front of us.
Yeah, facts.
With these kids that really get it. Really know how to get to a dollar. He done bought a handful of cars. Listen, if he got to get one of them back, that buys him another 6 months of chilling.
Yeah, facts.
Ain't no big deal.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
And he's responsible for that. So
I think that Phantom will be okay. Keep him in his prayers and keep him motivated. Keep him motivated, man. Support him. Because the whole time he was running his plays, everything he did was with good energy. So if he falling back, encourage him to fall back.
Right.
Encourage him to take an extra week.
Right.
You want to do 6 weeks, do 8. Tell him that.
Let him do what he want to do.
Let him do that, because when he come back, he's going to give y'all something, because he's going to be strategizing it the whole time he's off.
Yeah. I feel that.
I think that's fly.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's fair. I think we just not used to seeing it in this way because they stream so much.
Yeah.
That they have to actually say something.
Yeah, you gotta be there.
It ain't like waiting for albums. It's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm not gonna be around because you waiting for me on tomorrow.
Right.
I think that's the difference.
Yeah, it is a big difference with that.
Yeah.
Moving into
I
something
respect
else.
it though, man.
The Surgeon General has attempted to mandate a warning on social media due to the mental health crisis here amongst American youth.
Which is similar to a Surgeon General's warning on a cigarette box.
Exactly. So we've all seen them before. If you've,
Oh shit.
purchased cigarettes, or anything
I've
of
never
the
bought a
sort.
No, I bought my mom cigarettes before.
I stopped though.
I'm telling you that likes and comments and shit do something to your brain, basically.
No, yeah, because
So-
you get
Do it at
endorphin
your own
releases.
time.
You get endorphin releases.
So
and
he's
all that,
basically
yeah.
citing sources that say that social media could be negatively impacting youth mental health.
Shit, you don't say.
Nigga.
After all this time,
Nigga.
people didn't I just say that people die over comments,
Do you understand that everything that happens in the school,
tweets,
most of that shit starts on social media?
tweets, all that
Something just
underage
happens
shit
and we be
is
like,
over
what's
the
going
internet.
on? And it's because something that happened on
People
social
are
media.
the whole Chirac ward is over, like through
Social media.
social media.
Social media advancement.
What they made songs, Bobby Smurda and fucking Rowdy Rebel, computers, super hit.
Vaughn.
Everybody talking
Vaughn-
about that shit.
Vaughn flirted with KK for years or months, because that wasn't years. But Vaughn was on there flirting, and when I say flirting, I'm using that loosely.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's different.
Mm-hmm.
And they was putting out mixtapes and putting scoreboards on the cover.
Yeah, yeah.
So
People definitely been dying.
The
over
game
that.
17-12. But they know what that means.
the study also showed that there were some potential benefits to social media. It said that
always gonna be.
the social media can support the mental health of LGBTQ youth in helping them form their identities. Additionally, 7 out of 10 girls of color reported encountering identity-affirming content related to race on social media. So little black girls are, also identifying positive benefits with social media.
Which is beautiful. But most of those stats are based on the climate of social media at the time that they took the test. If social media has a different energy, just like we see comes from politics all the time, right? The waves start coming, the hate speech starts coming that we didn't see before, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, you're saying that these people that feel ostracized in society are finding comfort on a platform. That is based on the time. That is based on the energy of now. That's not long term. That's not going to sustain. If such and such winds up being president again, 45, they're going to get attacked on the same thing that they're saying that they're getting inclusion on. Now, there's networks, there's groups, there's pages that you can go to for support always. But once they start identifying and nitpicking and zeroing in, you're going to get treated like a star because of what you identify as.
Yeah.
And you are not somebody that signed up to get all of this backlash. You just wanted to run your race and live your little life. And I don't say little begrudgingly. I mean,
No,
just
I get
like,
it. Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Not with a lot of trauma.
Yeah, like I go on here to lift up the people. Why are people doing this to me? When you a star, you're used to that. Now they're going to be regular people because of where they are in the groups that they are, what they support, and don't be a leader in it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to deal with it in a certain way that you might not
But
be
this
built
is
for.
the thing. This is like, it's like
Not even built for. You might not be willing to do.
the sad part about it
My
is
bad. I misspoke.
the content shouldn't be no thing about the content. It's about the actual engine itself, right?
Well, the content and the engine drive each other because the content drives the crowd and the crowd drives the engine.
Right. Right.
And
You
the
see what I'm
engine
saying?
makes the rules.
So if something becomes popular, like if Pepsi was the man forever and then something crazy happened tomorrow and it becomes Coke, everybody's situation changes. That's a light way to view it.
Yeah.
They just said recently that Dr. Pepper took over second place, right? But that's based on the company, not the soda.
Yeah.
Like, it's levels to this shit, bro.
I mean, shit.
Big shifts are big shifts.
I don't know. Being able to promote on social media is big for artists, but I mean, like, I think it's all up to your own mind control, your own brain power, like who you are as a person.
Now, this is something that I've been struggling with for a while, right? I got a young boy from up my way that everybody in the city probably know on the low, so I'm not going to say his name. But he was raised in a certain way, and we believe in certain things, right?
Yeah.
Not everything we believe in alike, but a lot of things he attributed to. If people weren't like-minded, he would attribute it to being weak-minded.
Right.
Which becomes a dangerous, slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. But if the majority of society is easily influenced, is that weak or is that average? I can't call you weak-minded if I know that the way I think is not even normal amongst my peers.
Yeah, that's what I kind of realized.
Am I tripping, K?
No.
But no, because you still gotta credit. Not only do we still have the rest of the generations that's left on the planet, like to be able to, no,
the day perspective came from something different.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. So
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's like you can't just give them the majority like that. The majority of the world can't be the kids, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It'll always be the kids.
I mean,
so
break it down for us, Kay, because we in here, but you got to get us there.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the other side of this entire scenario.
All right, put me on.
Surgeon generals typically only comment on health-related policies and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So things like tobacco, things like decisions by the FDA, things of that nature.
Right.
So for them to have a decision or create a warning based off of the intake of media would be very unprecedented. What we've seen previously is things like governmental book bans, things of that nature before social media, before the digital age.
A lot of them book bans is more bullshit than the social media restrictions.
But that's the way that you would control content. Or you would create a restricted age limit on when you can access certain types of content depending on the state.
Right.
But that's always been a state-oriented law.
Right. Okay. I see where you're going.
So, for the Surgeon General, which is a federal position...
Absolutely.
To even be making those sort of claims or justifications is kind of a big slap in the face for Republicans.
Why so Republicans? I'm listening.
Because historically Republicans favor states being able to make their autonomous decisions versus
I'm with you on
the
that.
federal government being able to mandate
something overall.
Yes.
But it comes down to similar to COVID, similar to the pandemic. Like, in extreme circumstances, when you see illness in a certain way, and illness is a broad array of things, right? Mm-hmm. If you see a lot of people in a certain category being affected by something, then you're going to have extreme corrections, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same way that if somebody is the minority all the time and everything is against them, it's going to strike extreme corrections to it just to get them back to the middle ground that they deserve.
Yeah. But at the same time, how much is a Surgeon General's warning actually doing? Even when they add that stamp on cigarettes, it doesn't stop anybody from actually purchasing the pack of cigarettes.
Well, the thing is accountability. Everything's about accountability. So if you don't do these things, with these things on the other side happening at the rate that they're happening, meaning people being affected by these things, if you don't put this warning up, similar to the Joe Budden podcast, having that little spill in the beginning of the podcast,
like a disclaimer,
you will be flooded with lawsuits.
Yeah.
This is a way to save business.
Yeah.
It's a way to save business. It's a way to protect the business owner.
But in the same breath, it's like...
Or the producer of such.
if Lil JoJo from Chicago go shoot one of his ops because of something he said on Instagram, you can't sue Instagram for that shit.
But at the same time, a couple years ago, you would scroll down your page and you would see a shot going off. Now there's a blurry thing and you have to click on it to see the video.
Yeah.
These are the same things.
Yeah.
These are
It's
the
like
same things.
it's like a disclaimer.
Once things get to a certain level and things become the driving force in what goes on, then there's liability at a different level.
I get it.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, but I think that there's just...
I am wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think that there's better solutions. Like, I think that something like mandating certain types of resources to be available directly through social media apps, where, you know, if you feel like harming yourself, you can click a button right on Instagram that takes you somewhere. Making that mandatory instead of having like a Surgeon General's warning is probably...
So you treating it like gambling?
Yeah, I want them to take it one step further.
I
Where...
think that there's a term called a party to.
Okay.
Am I tripping? I think that both can exist and they need to be in conjunction. I think that a warning does not take anything away from the platform. What takes away from the platform is excessive ads.
Sure. Yeah.
I just think that a warning is going to be...
That should be.
They stopped it on
killing me.
Instagram. Remember when you used to just have sponsored ads everywhere?
Yeah.
Now they just put up what you want to see.
I just think
Yeah.
it's going to be treated like a terms and conditions pop-up that everybody gets all the time, and you just click OK and you go.
Which is minimalistic, which means there has to be other things in a party too. That's not really as big a deal as people are making it out to be.
But that's my point, is that there needs to be other things. It needs to go deeper if you actually want to affect the issue. Otherwise, this is just a placation for the business, like you said.
But it becomes political at that point because there's a lot of things that need to be governed, and depending on who's in charge, they dictate the energy that's built towards banning who and what. And a lot of those things we agree with, and a lot of those things we don't.
And that gets back to my original point, was
Right.
this is absolutely a political move, in my opinion. I think that this is just going back to the Dems versus the
fact.
Republicans, and this is a very typical Democratic move to you know, feel like you're doing something about something when you're really not really doing anything.
It's something to say. It's like a save face move.
Exactly.
Well,
There's
we
a lot of
told
those
you.
plays being run right now.
Yep.
And I hate the commercials. Y'all fucking my YouTube experience. So.
Yeah, I be
No,
wanting to
like
get-
real rap. We was
I
used
be
to them
wanting to
on
get
like
premium.
we was used to them on like 3, 6, and 10. But then when it's on your cable channels, it was never on it. Now I'm on YouTube and I'm seeing more political commercials than I'm watching the baseball game.
You know what's crazy though?
That's crazy.
You know what's crazy? My girl and the kids bought me a shirt for Father's Day that said like an acronym like FATHER, and then it had words coming from it. So I took a picture with the shirt on and put it on Instagram, and then I seen a post from some whole different entity that had the same lineup on my shirt. Like that shit is crazy. Like anything you put into your phone, it get recycled.
Yep. Can I tell y'all a secret? Don't trust Cash. He got on black Air Force Ones right now.
Oh, shit.
What
All
do
right.
that mean though, bro? I'm also 35, bro. I'm not like
You gotta
20.
understand. Me saying that is a joke. I don't believe in it. Like, bro.
stupid shit.
Yeah, like,
That don't mean don't trust you. It mean I might be doing something shady. Like I might be trapping, or I might be.
I might need some black fucking sneaks with this cut. And I ain't wore Air Force Ones in forever, but I'm not playing them games. Y'all tripping, bro. And if y'all see what I wear when I need black, you would never go back. Crazy monster.
Are you guys ready to talk about Caitlyn Jenner?
Sure, why not?
I guess. With that pussy.
What?
Put your headphones on, you nut.
Them joints making me hot,
Making
bro.
you sweat. How do headphones make you sweat? You just fat.
It's not just because I'm fat. I'm drinking. You fucking nut.
All right. So,
I'm drinking. And I'm drinking. Me too.
You old. So your
I'm
body
drinking,
don't
yeah.
work the way mine's do.
I'm drinking, yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Too.
And you got hair that block your sweat.
And beer
said, "Thank
Me
you
and
for
Cindy
all."
on me hands, fool. Oh, my bad.
You
Are you guys done?
No, I was fucking.
No, last time I offered you champagne while you was drinking beer and all that.
Yeah, I don't play kids.
Now you drinking
Go ahead,
beer,
Kay.
beer and rum too and all that. You nuts, dude.
I said, cognac. Go ahead, Kay. This is crazy.
Caitlyn Jenner reshared a couple of posts and said, "Thank you for all the Father's Day posts. The best thing I ever did was becoming a father." And she posted a picture with her 2 youngest. Obviously, this was something that a bunch of media outlets decided to pick up. Most notably, the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious had a lot to say about the situation.
You got a clip?
I don't.
Shade room. But go ahead, keep talking.
Okay. I don't really want to share a clip because I think I'm going to get flagged.
Okay.
But, yeah, I wanted to get you guys' opinion on...
You heard our reaction, so we good. We don't need to play it.
Yeah, I heard it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, on the situation.
I watched it earlier in the car on the way to doctor's appointment with the kids.
Hey, shout out to football.
Yeah. But
I call his son the football. My bad. You still carry him like a football.
nah, I carry him like on my shoulder, on my hip. He getting bigger than football. He's
No.
17 pounds.
No, he big now.
That's a
but
big football.
Initially, he was football. That's what I'm saying.
Man,
No,
but
he grown.
anyway,
He doing his job. He doing
No,
his
for
job.
sure. He
Shout out to my
definitely doing his
guy.
job.
He doing his job.
football.
Remember,
That's
he
a
was
new
a football.
nickname. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call him that forever.
But anyway,
He might play soccer.
yeah, so
I'm listening.
it's a lot. I mean, what
I'm
the
listening.
fuck? All right, so
I'm listening.
the people from the hood gonna be like, basically, yo, how you get to celebrate Father's Day, but you identify as a woman? That's what people gonna say, right?
That's what a lot of people are gonna say. That's not from the hood.
Yeah, true that.
Actually, the
But
hood
for
is
damn
not,
sure, the people
bro,
from the hood.
Bro, the criminals and the black people are a small percentage of this nation, and they
Yeah, for
remind us
sure.
of that all the time.
For sure.
So we can't keep putting things on our community because
Yeah.
they're the only people we talk to.
All right, in general.
Everything ain't about the barbershop.
In general, how does Kate?
Niggas
All right, well,
having lynchings.
this is the question. How does Caitlyn Jenner celebrate Father's Day? What does Caitlyn Jenner do for Father's Day?
Well, she did what the internet usually do when you want to find attention for something and you know that people are going to give you backlash. She went from the Father's Day thing to one of the greatest things I've ever done was fathered children. That's a direct play.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
relatable play.
That's a play.
That's a relatable play. Yeah,
That's exactly a relatable play.
that's like saying I had to eat noodles in the crib and you're right. You know what I'm saying? I had to eat ramen noodles.
What Chess say? We used to cut the 3-liter and had to use the bowl. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
No, you was ghetto with us. Like, no, bro. Like, no, you literally said, you know what? I don't feel this shit. And when
You chopped your joint off, right?
and you play both sides. You go hard. You was woman of the year in the first 2 years of you being a woman.
He said you go hard.
You was woman of the year in the first 2 years of you going woman.
This shit wild, man.
You know what I mean? Great woman I know.
Right.
You know how many of them I seen support my family in the last 5 days?
Right. Facts.
Then you got into the game and started speaking on issues as if you were a representative or if you had a better understanding than I did. And you know what they told you?
You don't.
Shut the fuck up.
Like when a nigga
No, they told him shut the fuck up.
a nigga do his first bid, come home and be like, yeah, the philosophy of the science is
Like, nigga, you did 2 years. And I sent all your bitches up there. You was good. Don't tell me about the struggle. Tell me about the phone calls I had to get them to go see you.
No, but on some real
It's the
shit.
biggest struggle.
I get it that it's a play, but maybe inside, deep down inside, Caitlyn Jenner still feels that way about being.
Why are you playing with society the way that you play with society?
Yeah.
You are an Olympic gold medalist. You were on the Wheaties box, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. He was on the Wheaties box?
Yes.
That's crazy. You know, you're a little older than me, so I ain't see
You
that.
got famous after hijacking a famous motherfucking attorney's family. That we all was like, oh, they got a lot going on. Let's watch them. They beautiful, right? And then you decided, man, fuck that. I'm out and I'm going to be a woman.
What was the cause of that?
You still want all your accolades? Are we still supposed to, like, do you still identify as an Olympic gold medalist?
And we ain't getting no book.
No, don't skip past that. Do you still identify as an Olympic gold medalist?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't
Do you,
think
huh?
that's an identity thing. I think you got medals to show.
Yeah, well, guess what? We got expectations.
What about the fact that damn, I lost my thought.
That's my fault. But go
That's
ahead,
cool.
get it together. Okay, go ahead.
No, I mean, I think that
You good?
she has every right to celebrate Father's Day. At
Why
the end
does
of the
she
day.
have every right to celebrate? You just said she. You know why you said she? Out of respect for how she wants to be identified.
That's a fact. And I was gonna say,
And I have no problem with that. I have no problem with shifting my pronouns to fit somebody else's identity.
No. They've shifted the pronoun to fit their identity. You're still giving them the old one.
yeah.
No? They
I keep
said
losing my thought.
They woman of the year. Now you father of the decade?
You say it was a gold medalist.
You can be a father and still be a woman. Like, I think that there's no problem with that in this scenario where you've transitioned after you've raised children.
I know I know a lot of hoes that identify as princesses and unicorns.
All right, real quick though.
That doesn't distinguish from the fact that when they walk around a room full of people in the know, unicorn is not in the conversation.
Real quick though, right? How come people can get to a certain level of like fame where they can just do the most bizarre
And
to the left
dictate.
shit and then
dictate.
no, not and dictate, but and not tell us why.
Well, she, whatever,
They
explain.
don't owe you that.
They explain why.
They don't owe you that?
No, she's right. She's right. They don't owe you that. The thing is, they think they can dictate response. That's the problem. If I'm confused and you're not willing to offer any more clarity, or when you offer clarity, you do something 6 months later that reverses my understanding and you're not willing to clarify that, or you think that that's something that's just supposed to be understandable because you're in a minority when I'm a minority,
Yeah, like,
that's never been understood.
my thing is we love you. People love you or know you or follow you or understand who you are. You are not a random person to somebody for a particular reason that goes along the line of certain levels of things, and then you
Like backlash.
completely do a
Like
360
backlash.
from that, and you don't owe people understanding of that. I don't
And
understand
like I
that.
said, you don't owe anybody anything, but you don't get to react to backlash in a way that makes everybody else the villain.
But she also gave plenty...
She is on a Wheaties box with a penis.
Can you let me say my point? She
bad.
also gave plenty
probably
of
in the picture.
interviews and explanations when she originally
I said that.
transitioned.
And she got herself in a lot of trouble.
And I think it's important to recognize that all she did was put up a Father's Day post, which is a very normal thing for any father to do. So it becomes a headline because she's trans. And I feel like that's unfortunate. Like, she should just be able to put up her little Father's Day post, live her life, and not have it be a headline every time she does something just because she's trans.
No, I
Like,
think
No, that's almost
shouldn't-
that's
that shouldn't
almost
become
bizarre.
the center of her identity
No.
just because it's a part of her identity.
that's multifaceted.
That's like Mother's Day Like, I mean, mothers saying Happy Father's Day to me because I'm the mother and the father. That's the same shit.
You could be a
No.
super.
You
great
could be a
not.
super great mother,
You
but
will
you
never
cannot be a father.
But hold
But
on,
her
real quick.
sperm really made those kids.
Wow.
Right, but what also, shit, you making me forget my point. She did that on
This
purpose.
shit is wild.
She did that on purpose, but without. Damn, what was I about to say? Yo?
I'm lost at her sperm.
What did you say before that?
What did I say?
Oh, no, what was it? Damn it. No, this is the thing. I remember now. Good, I caught it. See, I usually don't catch it. Why are we not allowed to be confused or voice an opinion on something that her own children have vocally and publicly been at fucking odds with based on their understanding of the moves while it was going on? He has children that are famous that are avoiding him. He posted the picture with who was there.
My thing is this, right? Fuck everybody else.
Answer that.
Yeah.
You're allowed
That
to
is a
have an
question.
opinion. I just don't feel like it needs to be an amplified headline. Because if it wasn't an amplified headline, you wouldn't have an opinion.
Well, what causes traction is the confusion in that community right now, and that being one of the biggest structures in it. That's not society's fault. That's society's reaction.
I don't understand.
And I'm not saying it's their fault either, but people don't understand.
I don't understand how you can violently ask somebody to respect you as a father, and then you tell your kids to call you Caitlyn. Like
Right.
that just, I don't get it. Like, which, like, I'm with Charlamagne. Like, you gotta pick a side. Like,
Pick a side, and no, you don't have to
how
pick a side.
how do your
No,
kids
no, you don't have to
introduce
pick
you to introduce
You don't
a
have to
friend
pick a
you
side.
and say this is my father?
You don't have to pick a side. What you need to do, if you're going to publicly keep taking these stances at your level that are confusing, you need to give more explanation. You need to be the breakdown between the divide. But the problem of why that she can't do it is because, like I said earlier, initially, Caitlyn started taking stances that the community didn't approve of. And that's part of it. So we're all suffering from our reactions to what the community and Caitlyn hasn't figured out yet.
See, I don't even think that that's really a part of this here. Like, I think that what she did is totally normal. And I don't
where?
see...
To who?
I don't
When do you see
an
somebody
issue
say-
at
where-
all.
Where do you normally see somebody say, call me a woman, but tell me Happy Father's Day? That's not initially a woman that transitioned into saying this is my identity.
Because if
That's
you
not
have
normal.
kids, you should be able, like, if your sperm created children, I think that you can get a Happy Father's Day. Like, I don't...
All right, you know what's crazy? And this is going to be controversial. He actually had a better claim than the woman that claimed Father's Day. Because he actually was a man when he created
I
his
agree.
children.
I get that part.
But you forfeited that.
Yeah,
You gave it up.
yeah.
You said, I no longer care about that part of it. I'm identified with whatever makes my children most comfortable. But ultimately, this is what I feel like I was born to be.
But think about from those kids' perspective. Like, that's not their mother.
That's
they
why,
don't approach
That's
him.
why I brought up.
They don't approach her with the same type of situations that they approach their mother with.
That's why I brought up the fact that Kim and others had problems with her transition.
But that's not even necessarily a problem with the transition. Like, you can even see healthy transitions and families dealing with it in healthy ways. But with your relationship was with that person as a father,
All right.
parts of that relationship are still going to carry on. Like, you might still look to that person when it comes to questions about, fixing things around the house. That's traditionally a male trait, even though that person has now become a female.
But that's the fall off. Because if you see, like, what are you claiming when you decide that you want to be identified as other, right? We don't know if, like, they rich. We don't know if he ever fixed a pipe in his life.
Yeah, facts.
Like, we don't know that. That's an assumption. Like women say, we always tell women, women do this, women do that, and they say, well, build a house. How many women is married to men that build houses?
Yeah. I know
Like,
people
that's
that,
not even a real thing.
I didn't work for people that was married to motherfuckers that didn't even want to put their fucking kids' bed together.
Nigga, you go to a nigga house and change his wife brakes.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But you know what? I'm the nigga that pay a nigga, so I got somebody to complain to other than me.
Right.
You know why? Because I got the money.
Yeah. Thanks.
Look down on me if you want, but you pulled up because I said so.
Yeah, that's how I go. That's what
So
you
it's
gotta
like,
respect.
it's all type of ways you look at this, and this is not gender-based when you get to that point, right? But when you say identify me as such, but I also want extra credit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is.
Because the way that men are set up is it's not their prerogative to change all the time. It's their prerogative to be accountable. So when I'm this, then I'm this. His own children have had to adjust the fact that he doesn't identify as this. And the problem wasn't because he changed what he wanted the world to do. He changed what he was doing. He became the forefront of a whole nother movement.
No, I get that.
They're going to shows, award shows, red carpet events, and he's the butt of the joke of the host.
Yeah.
And she's front row because she's the biggest fucking face in Hollywood. Am I tripping?
Yeah. It's
As a
just,
father, sometimes you fall back on what you want to make sure your kids get through what they doing. He put attention on himself to want to be more effeminate.
yeah, that's, I just can't.
That
see
don't even add up to what a lot of people understand. And I'm
Like,
not
yeah,
saying
that's my
wrong.
whole quarrel with it. Like
But
a
that's where
man,
it come
a
down
father,
to.
a father don't have them type of options in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
To be honest, neither of you guys are trans.
no, that's what I'm
So
saying.
at the end of the day,
Hold on, you're not
never,
trans. You're not trans until you trans, though.
Right.
No, you're never going to be able to realize what it's like to not identify with your body.
Did Kris Jenner ever get in the bed and he had a nightie on?
It's not about that.
Listen, what I'm telling you is, when you are one of the most visible families in the world, and you put everything in your children, like most people that are successful or trying to become successful do, then you take certain hits as the man. As the woman, you get to tell your husband when he come back from war, I was lonely. We don't get to do that. When we do that, bombs over Baghdad.
Right. Right.
Like, it's not the same.
And
That's
you got,
what I'm saying.
You got real fathers in situations. Like, I got homies that's fathers of more than one child and stuff like that. They got to go through child support and all of that just to be real fathers. And then, like,
and still get their fatherhood played with.
yeah, when they really try and be that. So it's just like, I don't know, it's crazy. To me, it's like when you say you want to, transition to being a woman, I don't think that goes along with former father as well. Like, that's kind of crazy to me.
You
Like,
gonna have what you had at the time, but you changed your whole picture.
Yeah.
If I was a gangster before I went to
Yeah,
jail,
it's like if you told, you
If I
gave
was
all that shit up.
if
You
I
know
no,
that.
even if I was a gangster before I went to jail, and you was in elementary and middle school with the flyers on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I do my time and I come home and I'm reformed, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. I don't place my values in the same places. I'm not the same person. So even though I was that dad that used to lace you, now you got to deal with dad that's like, why you buying that? Same dude.
Yeah. I get it.
That's not fair.
I just
We all went to school with Kingpin's daughters.
Right.
Or she went to the school next to our school, right?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Look at her Facebook now. She like, yo, shout out my dad, this, that, and third. Homie is just holding on and still fly.
Mm-hmm.
She holding him down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I see it. This is a reality. So your shit changes. So once you change it, the dynamic changes. You not the nigga that was buying me Louis. You the nigga I'm buying Polo. It changes. Men don't get to do that without acknowledgement of I left something alone and I'm doing something different now. Men don't get that
I think
leeway.
you guys don't account for how many people there are of the male gender who are not real men.
Now, who's gauging real men? A woman? True. What is a real man gauged on?
No, I just mean like some of these traits that you're talking about. Like, yes, to you, that's what makes a man. But there's a lot of people that are out here with penises that are not going to ever live up to those traits. And at the end of the day, they still identify as a man.
And that's fine.
So we need to separate the two. We need to separate what makes somebody, quote unquote, a real man, or what these masculine attributes are, and allow somebody to still identify as a man without necessarily taking on those masculine attributes.
That's fine.
And I think that's where we're at as a society.
That's fine, but that's generalizing the situation. We're not talking about the average man. Mm-hmm. We're talking about a man that we've known since he was 19. Yeah. He's been in the public spotlight. He will be dissected. And we've seen him as a certain kind of man. To say that somebody was effeminate and he may have produced children and whatever have you is not his situation.
No.
It's not at all.
Right.
So we got to stop trying to do 50-50 all the time. Some situations are specific.
As another man, right? It's like, are you ever seen somebody of your same race that's in a public eye or somewhere in public and just misrepresenting the race?
The whole situation?
Right. You know how funny that makes you feel?
I don't necessarily see things that way.
Yeah,
well black people do that, right? We feel like that at times.
Right.
So, as a man, the act of another man forfeiting their manhood is like...
But I think that's actually a really good point.
A girl could go to college and try pussy, and she could still be straight bi or whatever. Once you touch a dick, you gay.
Yes, but I think that
there's a difference.
We can't ignore the intersectionality of your perspectives, both of you. Like the fact that you guys are black and looking at this, and because your blackness is something that is automatically seen
it's
and
not my
automatically
it's not my world.
Acknowledged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You feel a certain type of way when the manhood is treated alternatively to that type of thing.
Well, fatherhood in society outside of black manhood was always a level of prestige.
Yeah, facts.
The story about being a man is that you're supposed to be able to provide and protect.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So when you
handle responsibility,
and this is universally, this is if you ask most women on a city street, she'll tell you one way or another that this is what she's looking for, even if she doesn't want to succumb to certain things. Right? Out of a man, a smart woman would mostly, but most women would. Once you decide that you're on the other side, that you want to assume the other role, then you have to assume that other role. You can't play in between, because this is something that kingdoms was built off of.
But I feel like you're placing this dichotomy of straightness onto what is ultimately a queer relationship.
You talking about straightness, we talking about accountability and masculinity.
Yeah.
No, like, but I'm saying like
the respect that you ask.
You could be gay.
Father's Day, like,
but right, the partnership,
you decided to be a woman.
The partnership doesn't necessarily follow normal gender roles when both partners are of the same gender.
We don't even know of a partner for Caitlyn. We know about a couple spoof dates that Caitlyn went on to convince us that she was in the field.
After
a breakup.
If you wake up one day...
I'm talking about a co-parenting partnership. Like, she still has a co-parenting partnership.
And you think that she
with
walks...
Chris.
You think that if shit get dark, she walk in there with fatigues and Tim's on?
I think she still plays the more fatherly roles in the co-parenting partnership with Chris. Yes.
That's you know why I'm going to tell you that that's false?
Why?
There are seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where the man in the house was the bitch because it was ran by women. He never had a fucking stance in that position in that family that we've seen publicly. Never. And it was part of the joke when he transitioned was the fact that they treated him so much like a bitch that he became one. That was the joke.
That's crazy. For that to
that
even
was
come...
the joke. You're talking about general situations. I'm talking about a specific family that I have paid attention to off and on for a long time. And I'm telling you, they have a successful show based on him saying, hey, don't do that, and them doing them. And Chris being a ringleader. Chris is the same one that said, as a parent, a sex tape is crazy. But as her manager, right? She was a closet organizer.
Exploitation at its
She wasn't
fullest.
even a stylist. She was a closet organizer, which means she made sure my blues laid in order till the sex tape.
I'm gonna just put this here.
Like,
As
no,
a father,
you can't do that with that.
as a father, it ain't no way that I go against the law, but I wouldn't go to bat for my child about the decisions that's gonna be made on their life. You know what I'm saying? With that being said,
I'm confused.
because you were just saying how she said as her mother.
Yeah, okay, you speaking to that
Yeah,
point. Yeah, I
yeah.
just wanted to know what part of it you were speaking to.
Yeah.
I said a lot. Okay, what do you say to what I said, though? This is a specific family that never let the man run the house.
I hear you, but I still don't think that changes anything in my mind.
So if the dynamic is that the mother is the leader of the situation, at what point do I still walk in with a dress and have a fatherly role?
I don't get it.
I come from a household where the mother is the leader in some aspects of the
But your
situation.
dad is not walking in a dress wanting to be respected in a different light and a different name and
But
then
that
going to
doesn't
stomp his
matter.
heel.
Even if he did, which I would never put that on you, Dad. But
Don't do
even
that to
if
Ken.
he did, I would still look to him for the same types of things because
Alright,
at the end of the
no,
day,
no,
he's
no,
still
no,
my
no,
dad.
No, I'm good.
He's still that same person
But
that
what
I
you-
grew up with.
And you know what's crazy? You sound like Stat Baby right now. But what's happening is you're basing it on your father that has always had his role and his energy, regardless of who was quote unquote dominant in the relationship. He's always been him. This other situation that we're talking about is not directly related to that because this father, regardless of who was the breadwinner, was always looked at as the motherfucker that had to beg everybody.
But that's still
Your father
the
has never been
father.
that. No, because that's a different level of prestige and not prestige. That's a different level of respect. That's being taught respect by your mother of how to handle your father. I know a family where the mother makes $150,000 a year doing one job. The father works 4 jobs just to make sure he playing his part, right? He's still respected as dad.
Facts.
He still get the big piece of chicken.
Which came to what I mean, the big piece of chicken means nothing, right?
It's a metaphor.
But it's a question to say, like, if you in a house, okay, if you by yourself and you with Sammy, right? And y'all sleep in a bed or something, right? And you hear some shit like boom, 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 like somebody kicking the door in. Is you gonna grab the joint and run to the door? Or is Sammy gonna grab the joint and run to the door?
He is.
Alright, exactly. So that's what we saying, like
you
So
change
if
your
they're
position.
sleeping,
You can't
if they're
say you
sleeping in
wa-
a bed together, which they would never do.
He's gonna be like, Kim, get him. Kylie, where you at?
and you cannot possess that and then ask to be named as, oh, I'm a great father. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't go align. So
Okay.
it's just,
And
to
mind
us, it's
you-
bizarre. Like,
And mind you, this is not based on trying to down anybody for their position. This is based on what you wanted the world to identify you as and the video that we've seen that preceded that. This is not me saying anything about an entire community. This is about me talking about a situation. Like, I know a lot about how that ran. We all see that Chris is the dominant figure in all of this shit. Right? We see the same thing with the motherfucker with what's her name? She got a show coming out on Waccamaw.
oh,
Miss
Deb Annie? Yeah.
Miss Deb.
Yeah,
is
she got Rocky on that
like
joint.
she a whole boss.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, no, certain situations is what they is, yo. So when you come outside of that and you say, yo, I want to be completely on the other side, we're talking about you, not them.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about you. I don't want to make it a thing where we don't understand. Well, we talking about them, not everybody. Because everybody else has, all of this shit is situational. Whatever you do in your bedroom is situational.
Right.
Right? But when you tell the world as a public figure that this is what I want to do, and we seen you in a household full of women as a man, and we seen how you carried it, and we seen you as a Mr. Olympian before that, then I got a lot of opinions.
Yeah, and you can't just be calling yourselves the same thing as other people that carry themselves a whole
different way.
You know what I'm saying? That's like you
can.
That's like being in an academy and
You
then
can't
standing
do
on
it.
a corner with some street niggas out there that's putting work in. You know what
You
I'm saying?
can't do it without backlash.
Yeah, exactly.
You're allowed
That's
to
what
do
we
whatever
said.
you want.
Yeah, facts.
But I'm gonna have an opinion on it, and it's gonna feel weird because I'm gonna feel like you doing too much.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't be in the father nation and be a woman. I don't understand it. That's just crazy. Like, art is.
All right. We're beating a dead horse.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
know.
We've also been on.
Don't box me in.
It's
Kill the horse.
9:40.
Yeah, we've been rolling. This
It's
is good.
cool. We ain't got no
Yeah.
It's good
curfews.
live. We missing the game and all that. Go ahead.
I know
Oh,
we're
the
missing the
game
game.
on? Shit.
You don't have no comments?
No. Happy
right.
monitor.
Let's roll.
All right. So let's get into another topic. Let's talk. Gosh, let's do this.
Oh, okay.
So, Chief Keef recently
I'm still learning my
performed. You said in Chicago, right?
Yep, live in Chicago
Yeah, that
at
was in
Summer
Chicago.
Smash.
In Chicago, he was back in
Legendary.
Chicago for the
Yeah,
first time in
legendary.
a while,
Mhm.
and he brought his daughter out on stage with him.
Yep.
Can
For
I
the
give
first
a,
time they ever did that.
Can I add to the backstory?
Go ahead.
Chief Keef was so fucked up and banned in Chicago
Yeah, for sure.
that they banned his hologram performance a few years back.
That's crazy.
You don't realize that? They booked him for a hologram joint. Like it was
Why would they do a hologram joint on you when you were alive?
It was Tupac and then it was him.
Mm-hmm.
And they canceled the hologram performance at the last minute, bro.
Damn.
That's how much energy he gives to the city that the city ain't really, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
banging with.
yeah.
So I just wanted to say that, but you introduced it though.
Nah, man, I don't think it's the energy that he gives to the city that the city ain't banging with. I think
No,
it's,
perception.
Yeah,
Perception.
it's not just perception though, but like them dudes over there, they they
play
claim
the
some
game.
real stuff,
Play
yeah.
the game.
And everything ain't just music and
But what I'm saying is like the same way as like when Drake came to Philly and Meek had everybody outside the gate and they couldn't get in the gate. Like we know that certain elements provide a level of it ain't worth it.
yeah, but in the same breath, shit, FBG Duck got killed in the Gold Coast.
But that's the difference.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
couldn't be sanctioned. He was out doing him.
Right.
Once you say I'm gonna be here,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it's up to the police.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
up to
like,
the
is
police
that
to
worth
get
it?
in front of that. Yeah, that's
Right,
for sure.
right. But go ahead.
But I mean, it's business. Like people should have more security like that at a bunch of regular shows. If you really you worried about how big you are and being successful and being safe. But I think it's
Negotiations is negotiations.
yeah, I think it was a dope show. Like it was, of course, like a homecoming after 10 years. He had his daughter
You know,
on
like
stage.
Vegas paintballing the whole time.
Yeah, he had G Herbo on stage. I mean, Dirk probably was busy.
You
It
know
would have
what's
been dope
crazy?
to have Dirk out there.
They both legends
Yeah, for sure.
already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They young, too.
That's what I'm saying.
They came in
Salute
the
to
game
them.
like 15, 16.
like Philly rappers.
Yeah.
Like
And-
we know what that's about.
Yeah,
Frankie
right,
and all of them
right.
niggas was 50.
But not the money.
no.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you proving my point.
Yeah.
So I just want to salute them for doing that. But
No,
go
for
ahead.
sure. Yeah, like, it's dope.
He had his daughter out there with him though,
Mm-hmm.
and she was rocking.
Going crazy on
She
on
was
songs.
rocking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She like, you know what I mean? Like,
Singing his shit. Like,
yeah,
that's
but
crazy.
the energy though and the vibe and to be able to do that. with your
yeah,
daughter,
like I'm
bro.
turned. Like, I'm this nigga daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's fire. As a father.
No, this is dad. This is dad. The rock stars been doing it,
No, for sure. But
and then they babies become rock stars,
Yeah,
right?
right.
It's not coincidental.
Mhm.
You take your kid to all the practices and the workouts and the courtside at the games, he might get nice,
No, for sure.
right?
For sure.
Because he has a different understanding of this machine.
Yeah, you just give him the energy, you put it out there.
Yeah, because he might not be the most talented, or she might not be the most talented, but she understands how this thing works.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was gorgeous.
Yeah, that's just like having some type of business attached to your house or
Bear, please.
in your name or whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
and you show your kid how to do it. They might not want to do it, but they know they can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Look at the street sign.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, I come up in that. I come up in a different understanding of what's possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not nothing being braggadocious, but it's like when you got a grandfather that finished possibly the 5th grade
Right.
and built in the hood what is revered as an empire.
Right. That's crazy.
Then you know that when you was given the fruits of that labor and more tools than he had, that you could do some shit.
Right.
So
Facts.
now I'm looking at every situation situationally, and I'm valuing myself on a different level. Do that make sense?
Yeah, for sure, though. Hell yeah.
But what did you think about the performance in general?
I mean, I thought
What was your
dope.
favorite record that they rocked out? Because we talking about the daughter, but like let's talk about the performance.
I mean, the performance.
Was he giving up
itself-
energy? Because
Yeah, he was going
Keith
crazy.
a little dry usually.
Yeah, but he was moving around a little bit.
All right, cool.
It was cool. I like that joint. I'm a gorilla in a
Yep.
You nigga. Yeah,
I
I don't know, nigga. Yeah, I don't like him for the regular shit that we like music for. I like just the energy and the bop and shit like that. Like
I'm about to shoot New Jersey up.
Yeah, I don't. I like some of that shit. It's just the energy and the.
Well, he's an energy.
Feeling.
He's an energy performer,
Right.
and entertainer. Like he's never claimed to be the best rapper. Right?
No, for sure.
But he started a wave.
Listen, the nigga just dropped the album, did all the production on it, and he's independent.
And we didn't even know he was producing. I know I did.
He did all the production on his whole album. You know what type of check he gonna get off his album?
Well,
And he did like $100K, I think.
one of the conversations that I allude to a lot of times, the conversation I had with Siegel, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he recorded his own album and was shopping it, and what he expected based on the fact that he didn't need nobody budget to get it done.
Yeah.
So they owe him for that.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine, and I talked to Swaggiano and all them.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine if you produce your own situation
Yeah.
and have the leverage of distribution at your disposal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, at the level of superstar that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit. I got an ex that used to watch Chief Keef all the time, and I'm like, that don't even make sense. Like she wasn't even in that world mentally, right? But it was something about whatever he had going on. She used to just put me on, like, no, he be doing regular shit, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, he need to be out here getting a check.
Yeah.
So that return, that homecoming,
Yeah.
that's a sign of things to come. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
Right. I
Am
mean,
I
shit.
tripping?
Nah, he waited 10 years to do it. Like, what the fuck? And then it's like,
He outweighed NLE Chopper.
yeah, he did it better than he would have did it if he was trying to do it younger, and then shit get shot up or some real shit happen or something like that.
You secure the situation,
Mm-hmm.
and you make sure that you handle you first.
You did it right, yeah.
Yeah, I like that, man.
Mhm.
I'm dope that happened. We're going to give it up for Chief Keef. Because I partied a lot of nights to that brother.
Funny thing too is Chief Keef been in a lot of pictures with Sexy Red lately. People think that they a thing.
Well, they've been playing off of it.
And then King Yella took a picture where what you call it? Said
Why you get close to the mic to get messy?
said R.I.P. Duck.
You sit in the back of the seat the whole show, and when you want to get messy, you lean on the mic?
No, I just started getting closer because you asked me to get closer the last couple
Nigga,
times.
that was an hour and a half
Man,
ago.
shut up. No, it wasn't.
Game update, the Celtics are up 67-49.
And it's
No
dinner at
rush.
10 o'clock. I've been getting tired. I'm old.
Halftime.
Fuck
got
outta
kids.
I'm going to teach you how to stream, nigga. We ain't rushing.
We gotta get some couches.
The game is 20 points out of. We ain't got to rush.
See, he just be wanting to keep going.
I'm building my strength up for what's to come. You gotta work in your area. I gotta work in mine.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm the one trying not to look sloppy. I've been drinking.
I'm chilling. I only feedback to
And
share the live.
And if I keep it G with the audience, if you see my eye look crazy, I'm going through that situation again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still holding it down. But I told y'all about it on past episodes, so I'll let y'all look it up. What
No,
we doing next?
You gonna get that shit right. We're gonna make sure you good.
These motherfuckers better figure it out, man. Shit crazy. I got a wedding this weekend. I got a memorial this week. It's different. I'll be everywhere with the shades on. I might have to buy some new shades.
Where do you want to go? Last topic.
Last topic?
Yeah.
I don't like last topic.
It is almost 10, sir.
Scarlet apology. Let's have some fun.
Alright.
You know what's going on with this?
She was beefing with.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
no, I don't know nothing about
So-
no apology.
Scarlett released a new music video in which she twerks. And
Was the
Some-
thing banging or no? Like,
some folks reacted that they
It was like a
didn't
little quick
want
drawing. It was
to
weird.
see that
They-
from Scarlett.
they didn't want to see it from her?
It was a clip from a video, so it was real quick.
Yeah,
I
the
gotta
the
look at
video itself, she's wearing like booty shorts in it, and she's dancing. It kind of looks like it could be the type of treatment that you would give to a Meg Thee Stallion video. So I think that that's where this criticism is coming from. Is people were saying like, we don't want to see you doing that, not just dancing provocatively, but also we don't want to see you doing that type of music. So
I was saying that she's better than it.
yeah.
Well, saying that her audience is a different audience that respects her for a different representation.
Right.
Yeah.
Is actually what's going on.
Right.
Which I'll speak my piece in a minute.
Yeah, so she ended up apologizing to her fan base, basically saying, like, I understand this isn't what you want from me. Cool, I've heard the message. I apologize. I'm going to give you more of what you want in the future.
Watch the clip on Shade Room. I don't think that's the video. But no, yeah, and the apology, I respect it. Let's keep it G, right? Because when you're building a brand and when you have a strong brand, you're going to find out what your core audience wants and doesn't want. And even if it's not your core, if it's a big percentage that speaks to something, I respect the fact that she was humble enough to say, even though I'm exploring different things, the fact that y'all don't appreciate that, understand that that's not what I'm doing. That's just how I felt in the moment, type of thing, right? But I think that what's not fair is, and where her audience comes from is, her name is Scarlett. She kind of went viral for already being cut, right?
For being real, raw, rugged.
Raw and like damn near Mobb Deep Wu-Tang female,
Natural,
right?
yeah.
Like, and giving it up. But she's an attractive young lady. And she's also very young. So if you looked at her imagery and her photo shoots lately, or when she goes on interviews, she's wearing bras and bralettes. She got the flat stomach going on. She's finding her her sexuality, her femininity, her sexy in real time. And in a generation that she came up in, where every time a camera goes on a woman that thinks she's cute, she's supposed to bounce her ass.
Right.
She tried to do it.
Yeah.
I'm the king of amateur twerking sucks. I got merch around it. She's a superstar. She thought that at this level, and me realizing that y'all can look at me as being beautiful in a way that I might not have even looked at myself before y'all gave it to me in the industry, because I wasn't even dressing. Like, if you look at you described
So
the
let
video,
me try it.
You described the video well. But if you look at it, there's a scene where she has an oversized jacket, a bra, and she got Timbs on. But it's like the in between being sexy and being hard. And then there's another scene that's the,
like what she do to baggy jeans.
Yeah, it's like the reverse of that. It's the
Told you,
same.
it's a Meg Thee Stallion treatment.
It's the same video, but it comes from the same energy of like, we don't want the Disney stars to grow up. We don't want the Nickelodeon kids to grow up, but we make them pop stars. And then when they was already on the show at 18 and you thought they was 13, when they 23, they want to show that they don't.
It's sad though, but the media and the world boxes people.
Halle Berry and them. What's her name? Haley and what's her name? The
Haley and
sister?
Chloe.
Haley and Chloe. We going through the same struggles with them. Like, oh, they was the cute girls that Beyonce used to endorse, and now they getting into they sexy, and their relationships and stuff like that. And it's like it's uncomfortable for people.
Just like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, like I think it's one of those things. I think she apologized justly for what she wanted to accomplish. But I think we gotta let that young woman bloom,
let her do what
because
she
she
wanna do.
comes from desperate. I think she was a homeless and orphan and all that.
And then it's like, how
Like,
long
her
y'all want her to
confidence-
rap about the streets?
And her confidence is growing in herself. Y'all go get surgery for it, and she does the dance move.
That's like saying I can't drop a love record. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a battle rapper and I talk about shooting niggas all day.
Speaking of which, there's a record with Rhythm HBK. Anyway.
It ain't out yet.
No, it's coming
Fill my
soon.
cup is coming soon,
Coming
man.
soon, man. No, but I think it's one of those situations. I think
Scarlett
that,
is when she want to be, she's pretty.
no,
she ain't got to be out there twerking, though.
She's a beautiful girl. Shout
Yeah.
out to what she did with Core.
Mhm.
Like they what's the name too? What's my man that killed all of the challenges?
Qua, LGB.
KP.
KP.
Oh, KP.
Shout out to what she did with KP.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But like
That's
I think
Southwest, too.
that's a beautiful young lady, and I think that the world is telling her she's beautiful, and she's trying to figure out the balance of sexy, like how to sell both. Like if I can benefit from the ones that want me to be DMX, can I identify with the other ones that want to do this too? Because I'm starting to feel that way too. Right? I'm gonna start writing different too.
Right.
Like I'm growing.
Yeah, like I said, like I got love records, sex songs, all types of shit. Like my brain is my brain. Like you know what I mean, we come from a place where we allowed to think and be into different shit too. Like
Let creators create. Let artists be artists.
yeah, motherfucker might go skydiving and make a song about that. Young Thug made a song about skiing.
And like I said, I be against amateur twerking, but she's an artist, yo. She getting her vibe off.
Right.
Let
She's
her,
showing you her energy.
and she's learning at the same time. She's gonna know if everybody reacts to that one.
She
little
should have had to
segment-
apologize for twerking.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair. But I respect that she did it.
If you got like Lizzo out here,
The reason I respect that she did it is because she's humble enough to say that
yeah.
I want my audience to
I do not. She humble enough to say I don't want to fuck my bag up. That's all she's saying.
It ain't
At
even
the end of
that.
the
It might not be that. I don't wanna narrow it
You
down.
don't think
to
it's
that.
just that?
I think that's a part of it,
Yeah,
but I
definitely gotta be a part of it.
also think that she respects her audience
No, for sure.
in a way where she's like, I don't want young girls to feel like they have to do that.
Or not even just that. Like I don't want y'all to think that's all you're gonna get from me.
Or I don't want y'all to think that even though I might put that out, that's all I'm about.
Right.
I heard y'all.
You think that was her conscious decision alone to do that, or no? Think she got a better habit?
I think that the delivery was team. I think that awareness was her. I want to give her credit for identifying what needs to be addressed.
Well, you gotta look at it like at some point she's gonna have
Because-
broader music.
Yeah, but the discrepancy that wasn't on a mainstream level. The discrepancy was actually from a street level.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that she's aware of what's going on.
Right.
I think her little cousins will call her and be like, "Bitch, they tripping."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So to speak. Okay.
Excuse me.
Sounds good.
Look, you ready to rap? You don't even want to add on.
I think you said it all.
Check you out.
Yo, y'all funny as shit.
Let me know what you got coming up. How to follow you and all that.
Oh man, y'all already know, man. It's your boy C Cash, Never Not Working Entertainment. You know what I mean? I got the C Cash page. It's regular shit, C Cash and NWGAES. The Never Not Working ENT page. Oh, shout out to Boss Beneficial. So I got a little artist up under my belt now. Like I already have. Shout out to Savage T. Shout out to Doozy. Shout out to fucking Johnny Lace. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Johnny Lace, my guy.
But I met somebody new that was new to me, but not new to my family and the thing that we do. So
Right.
Boss Beneficial, he was a friend of my brother. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Dion. And they hung out together, chilled, probably cyphered, rap, did all types of shit together that I wasn't, around for. But when he was linked up with me from another cousin, he wanted to come out and support battles and, just come up, onto the fold. So you gonna see him doing some shit with C Cash pretty soon. Single coming out. I mean, a remix we got together coming out, and he gonna have try to get him a battle or two. You know what I'm saying? So,
Word. So
Yeah.
salute to that. You
yeah,
good?
for sure. Yeah.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you sipping
already
with Sammy
know.
and my girl Kay. You already know.
Kay, what you got?
I got Feast of Veil coming up September 28th.
Can you share the graphic, or you not allowed to yet?
No, not yet.
All right.
Not
cool.
quite. Maybe next week.
All right. Cool.
Feasterville. What's that, like another
Feast
festival?
of
It
Veil.
is a Fishtown Feast of Veil. It is a food festival part carnival, part Oktoberfest,
Oh, okay.
all types of fun. So come on out. It's going to be a awesome situation.
What's the date?
September 28th from 12 to 8 p.m. If you're bringing children, I would say bring them during the day because it does get
Wow.
Crowded
lituated
and
at
wild.
night.
Right.
It gets wild.
Yeah, so make sure you guys come on out for that one. That's on Frankfurt Avenue from Girard up to Palmer.
Oh, that's crazy because I used to work right there. It's on Frankfurt Avenue where Joe's at, right?
Joe
Yeah.
Steaks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work at FedEx South.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, no bullshit.
Yeah. I know the manager there.
Yeah,
Salute
I know
to K.
a lot of people there.
Okay, what was the last festival?
The last festival was the Derby.
Kensington Derby. K, if y'all didn't know, set a record for attendance once again.
Let's give it a big hand.
On a street festival that has been going on for how many years?
That was our 16th year.
She changed the location, moved it further down the street, and had more attendance than every year previous. So I just want to make sure we acknowledge that Kay is a monster at what she do, man.
Listen, I'm going to try my best to be at this one, and I'm going to try to get a sitter and
You
bring
can
out
bring
my
the
arch
kids out.
Bring the
nemesis.
babies.
No, bring the babies.
Get a
Y'all
good
just
stroller.
said we was going to get
No,
lit.
no. Bring them during the
During
day. There's a
daytime.
whole carnival
All right, so
and
what we
everything.
going to do at the nighttime when we try
Drop
to get
them
turned?
off.
So that's another trip that you talking about doing.
All right, I hear you. I hear you.
These are two people that's not parents telling me how to do this.
No, but you making it
Yo, get out of here. The kids gonna get they fun another day, and that day we gonna rock out. All
yeah,
right.
so all right, make sure you situated. Tell the missus to
Yeah,
book something.
yeah, we gonna do that. That's what I said.
Damn.
Damn.
Once again, rest in peace to my Uncle Randy.
Yeah, for sure. Rest in peace. Uncle.
Absolutely.
Send good energy to my family.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Mom too. You know what I'm saying?
Need that.
Like when I say family and mom too, I mean specifically my mom right now because she's bearing the brunt of the situation and trying to make sure it's situated.
Mhm.
Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Everybody
That applies to. Cause you know what's crazy?
No, dogs, cats, all that shit.
I said body. I said not thing. I said body. See, you gotta go to English class.
They bodies too, though.
You ain't go to English class.
That's how I did. How you think I've been such a fluent rapper all these years?
But thank you to everybody that reaches out to me every Father's Day, knowing that I don't have kids, and just know that we affect our community in a real way, and that I might need that energy. I appreciate y'all.
No, for sure.
Because my phone goes crazy on Father's Day like any other holiday, and I'm like, I ain't got no kids. But there be amendments and addendums to it.
No, that's dope that you was able to make an impact like that.
Yeah, we raised a community, and I raised a lot of my peers, so I raised a lot of other people's kids, and straight on and inadvertently. But I don't need credit for that. I need great, responsible human beings and adults. Right?
Yeah, that's what we trying to make.
But shout out to y'all for being a part of that journey, man. Coaches, teachers, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all.
For sure. You made an impact. Now go shoot the club up. Like,
yeah, and make the sign falling the whole time go viral. This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Flash and only the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Fucking yuppie transplants. Move the fuck out. Get out of our fucking city. You ain't even fucking born here. Tired of you motherfuckers.